Warning: the following show features foul language and crappy opinions said either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, the Riff Report and the producers must insist that no one attempt to repeat any vocabulary or shoot any malort featured on this show.
30 racks of PBR. That's for you.
Amen, brother. All of Florida do better.
But also, most Americans listen to trash music.
That's biological warfare, brother. Like,
They're just being a bunch of bitches.
fill me, Satan. Fill me.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
What's going on? Is he pulling out his dick?
Yeah, it does. I was just fucking with you.
And then we'll talk about it here, live, on the Riff Report. I'm not here to make friends, man. I'm here to talk music and give out shitty opinions, so there we are.
What the fuck were we even talking about?
Welcome to the Riff Report, the loudest corner on the internet. I'm Tyler,
And I'm Ryan.
and we're here to opine about metal. Give you some heavy opinions about heavy music. Talk about alternative. I had nothing funny for that. And just chat with you guys. Let you hear about all the new releases in the scene, tour announcements, band drama, artist news. We've got it all. In a different order, though, than what I just listed. We've got quite a bit of releases for you. We're talking about fan favorite, Converge, is getting brought up today. There's a song that kind of confused me a little bit, but not really. I'm very excited to talk about this. The band is called Melting. Here's the hint. That's about it. And let's see. And so many more releases. We got some news from Stray from the Path, or former Stray from the Path drummer. And I would say a little mentor. He doesn't know it yet, but we definitely take some cues from him. I got some news about that. We've got a lot of tour announcements going on. We're getting into festival season, so got some more announcements with that. And hey, Pussifer's back on the menu today, so stick around. We got a lot for you guys. But we're gonna shoot the shit. It has been over 12 hours since I've seen you. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that I didn't get to see you yesterday. We got to spend all day together. It was so cool.
The whole damn day.
Exactly. And we didn't even get sick of each other. Isn't that great?
Nope.
But yeah, how was your day today, dude? What'd you get up to?
Not a whole lot, to be honest with you.
Sick.
Mostly just doing research for the show today and listening to some music and I don't know, taking it easy, dude.
Nice. I love it.
Drinking some coffee, doing some dishes.
Okay.
That's about it.
Sick.
About it.
I
How
love
about
that
you,
for
dude?
I slept in as per usual. Let's see, when the fuck did I get up? It was like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. We stayed up a
Yeah,
little
that checks
late.
out.
I was drinking, my shifty was a rum and coke, and that fucking sugar at 10, you know what I mean, did me absolutely no favors. But I got home, we were watching a bunch of like Pokemon lore videos, and I was actually interested in a lot of the videos that we saw, so that ended up keeping my brain up. So I got to bed super late. Woke up late as well. We went and got Culver's for the second time this week. That was pretty cool. We were going to go to the beach, but I decided, hey, it's nice out, so let me go get a car wash. So we were ripping the old Benjamin through the auto car wash. One of my favorites, exactly.
Oh yeah.
And then we just got home, ate dinner. I started listening to music. I watched you live typing on our little script today, so that's always fun. I was thinking about giving you a note, but I was like, you know what? He's focused. He's locked in. He's digging in that butt. I'm going to leave him alone, So
Digging deep in that butt.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you had a lot for us. But otherwise, yeah, it was pretty chill. That's about it. Yeah, I didn't really do much like organize around the house. We got a lot of work that we're doing tomorrow to get done before we start our Tuesday extravaganza. That's the one I'm sticking with. We've got fuck, what was it? Tomorrow we're going to see the new Michael Jackson movie. Next Tuesday, Zoo Trip and Lantern
Hell yeah.
Festival. So I'm gonna get properly buzzed and keep an eye out for pictures because it's gonna be great. And then in a few weeks, three Tuesdays from now, we've got Alpha Wolf coming up. So it's gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
sick. So excited.
Hell yeah. Well, fucking That all sounds awesome. But what more importantly, what have you been listening to this week?
A lot of different stuff, honestly. Trying to think of some other thing. One, see what I really got into. Of course, you know what else I was listening to, but I'm gonna not mention them today because I keep talking about them. But I'm getting into a lot more old school pop punk. That's been my work playlist because everyone loves
Hell yeah.
it. I'm getting hella compliments. People are like, "Oh my god, are you the music master today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Is this Good Charlotte? Is this Story of the Year? Is this shit like that? And yeah, I get really excited. So. We've been two-stepping and shooting Shore Lord. It's been a great week.
I was
Little
gonna say I have to say when I'm hanging out at the restaurant while
Yeah.
you're working, people have to think that I am just like have like problems or something because I'm like fucking tapping my feet away. I'm
Right.
drumming on my leg,
Exactly, right.
singing. They're like, "What is this weirdo doing?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he just hangs out. We let him do his thing. Like I think he's on the spectrum, but we leave him alone. We let him do his thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I know when you're in and the reason why is because I'll go downstairs to get some napkins or plasticware or anything, and you're the tapping, and I'm like, fucking floor's gonna cave in, dude. This is insane. It's
That's what I'm
hilarious
hoping
every
for.
single time. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, we can close down or
That's
something.
the only way. That's the only way we're gonna get that floor fixed, dude. Is if I break it.
Exactly. Fuck yeah, dude. You're doing the Lord's work out here. I love that. Yeah, a little hip hop. Action Bronson just dropped a new album, but this isn't a hip hop fucking podcast. We're not gonna talk about that too heavily, but it was a good album. Planet Frog, check it out. And more specifically, a band that I used to listen to a lot, and I don't really anymore. But I had my metalcore playlist going on as per usual, and the song "Castles in the Air" by Architects came on. And that was one of the first few albums, I got into them from the previous album. But that one was huge for me. Lost Forever, Lost Together. It's not as popular, just according to streaming numbers on YouTube. It's one of the least streamed, but it's got a little bit of everything. It's got that classic Architects, like powerful kind of, I'm going to say choruses and all that. The outro really quiets down. He starts doing some like spoken word stuff. But like I said, it's just it's like how I make my cocktails at work. It's balanced. It's got a little bit of everything in it. You know what I mean? A couple different flavors, but they all complement each other, and that's why I love it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I like this track for sure. This is actually first time I've heard it.
Okay.
I've never really been a big Architects guy. I obviously had heard of them because I mean they're a mainstay in the metalcore scene.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of when I might have like first heard of them, and I'm thinking maybe around Hollow Crown in 2009,
Yeah, that sounds
maybe.
about right.
But like I said, they've never been on my heavy rotation until last year with The Sky, the Earth, and All Between.
Yeah.
That was a killer record.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, we were listening to them today, just driving around, getting lunch and stuff. I put on this album just so I could get a little more, you know what I mean? Just fucking, let's go through the whole thing, you know what I mean? And Kat's like, Architects. She's like, I like these guys. Have we heard, like, have we seen them or whatever? And I was like, we have. We got to see, what's his name? Sam, the vocalist. Dan? Hold on, Sam Carter. Yeah, Sam. He got on stage during Poppy's set because they did a song together. And then right after that set was Spirit Box. After their set was Architects. I think Sam also got on stage with Spirit Box first. No, it was the Poppy thing. Then they came on and they were doing a couple, like some of the singles that were released because this was back in 24. The album had come out in 25, so it was before then. But they had seen Red out by then, I'm pretty sure. So they played that. They played Doomsday. All the gods have abandoned us. Just the staples. So I'm sure there's a few more songs if you were to thumb through their discography that you would definitely recognize, having played
Yeah.
different metalcore radios and everything. So
Right.
they've been
Yeah.
around. They've been pretty popular for a while. So
Yeah.
it's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah.
What have you been listening to?
I've been I mean, obviously been listening to new stuff that has
Right.
dropped, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But outside of that, I sent it to you. I've seen it in the past, but I rewatched Filmage,
Yeah.
the documentary on the Descendants, um, which is an awesome documentary. Highly
Hell yeah.
recommend. I found it for free on YouTube, so I
Yeah.
was
It
like,
was dope. I haven't
I'm
watched
gonna
it
watch
yet, but
this.
I'm definitely gonna pop it in probably
It,
tomorrow while we're doing our chores before everything. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a trek. It's like an hour and a half long documentary.
Okay.
So
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's a movie.
Right.
But yeah, that got me like hyped up. I was started listening to Descendants, some old punk rock, and then kind of got me hyped up into some like old hardcore stuff.
Right.
I was listening to some old Quicksand and stuff with those new tracks
yeah.
being released. And then one band. Well, I started listening to my hardcore playlist, and one band popped up, and I felt like I wanted to call them out today. And that band is Fight Everyone.
Nice.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's his first band, but I was unaware. I listened to this band back in the day, and obviously didn't know who they were.
Right.
But now that I know. On drums, we got Colin Young from Hardlore.
Okay.
And
Dang.
then
All right.
yeah, and then his brother Taylor Young is on guitar. So yeah, that was when I found out that Colin and Taylor were in Fight Everyone. I was like, dude, hell yeah. So I started listening. They only got an EP or a demo EP and an album out before they broke up and moved on to bigger and better things. But
Right.
from their album, Invictus Fedela, I can't even fucking say it. From their only album from 2008.
All right. I think it's Fidelitas.
There we go. All right. Their track Set to Strike, I called out because the whole thing is good. All of their stuff is good.
Right.
And I really just instinctively wanted to pick something off of their first demo because that is what got me into them. But the work on that demo is definitely very beginner compared to what they put out in their full length album.
Okay.
So I went with that, and this one, fast, heavy hitting,
Right.
hardcore punk song.
Tough as nails, dude. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah. I ended up giving a little listen a little bit later. Today, but yeah, I could have sworn I heard of these guys, but yeah, seeing them not have a big discography, I can't imagine. It might have shown up on a hardcore playlist, you know what I mean? But nothing that comes to mind. But yeah, big fan of it so far. I'll definitely pop that in the old hardcore playlist from now on. So I'm trying to find pictures of these guys online. There's not a whole lot, but it's great to see because there's one specifically, but it's super tiny. And I can kind of see young Colin like in the back. There's 8 of them. That's insane.
Yeah.
I can see him back just towering over everybody, dude. Like, awesome.
Yeah, that has to be him back in the back left.
Yeah.
If we're looking at the same picture, are you looking at the one with? Maybe we're not looking at the same picture.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the first picture on Google Images with the logo in front.
Oh yeah,
it's like a black,
no, not that
black
with the
and white
X's,
photo.
No, I'm looking at.
Yep.
It's like the 5th one over. They're doing the squat down and everything. Yeah, that one. But yeah, back like you said, back left. I'm thinking that's who he is. So It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh
See where
yeah.
he's
I
coming
can't
from
see
there.
shit on that picture that you said.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah.
No, but that's great. I love that. And hearing that little backstory to it, that's super cool. So
Yeah. I don't even know how I came across these guys. The only thing I can think is maybe that got listed on Sputnik Music back then because that was my way of finding new music at that time.
gotcha.
That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, I listened to them straight from the get-go in fucking 2007, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, hell yeah, dude. Let's
Yeah,
get
get
into
into it,
this scene
right.
and industry news, dude. Starting with new
Me.
releases.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's see. Time to swap over from Fight Everyone to my track of the week playlist. First up, as you alluded earlier, we got a track drop by Converge in the
Exciting.
form of a Doom in Bloom. And I just have to say, for starters, this is I wanted to say classic Converge, but it's not classic Converge. This is like late Converge style.
Yeah.
The shit that we got before was more classic.
Right.
This is, I think, what Jacob Bannon was talking about when he said he originally was going in to record a melodic hardcore
Right.
album.
Yeah.
So this definitely makes a lot more sense. But yeah, this is the first single that we got off of their second album of the year, entitled Hum of Hurt, which is coming out June 5th on Epitaph Records. And it does have a music video to it, which you can find on YouTube. And dude, I just have to say, I fucking love this track, dude.
It's a good one. Now, considering that I just got into Converge, in my mind, Converge is, honestly, the last album is at the time was the only Converge I listened to, and I absolutely loved it. It was really good. And
Yeah.
the fact that this kind of correlates into that, automatically, I'm in. I'm a fan. I'm watching the video right now, and it's kind of spooky,
Yeah, it's a pretty cool video.
little gory, kind of. There's like blood and shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I love that they have the lyrics attached to it too, in that like kind of old school, like block letter style. I don't know. It seems nostalgic, almost vintage, kind of.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a silent movie, almost. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just
Yeah.
without the breakaways.
Right.
But yeah, I will say I have gotten into old Converge since the release of that. But I'm super excited for this new album. I've been just watching all this merch drop. I did actually just purchase and well, it's a more modern one. They went on tour in 2022, and if you want to look it up, if you look up The Promise Sword Tee Converge, you might be able to find it. I unfortunately had to purchase it in the medium size, so we'll see if it fits me nicely. It probably won't, 'cause I'm a large guy now, but it was too cool to pass up, so I had to buy that. And I'm thinking I might get the record pretty soon, get that pre-order in, and then there's that Vayu shirt that I want to get. I honestly, the more I listen to these guys and the more I see from them, the more I just fucking love them. Like, they're so immersive in their own art. Jacob's doing his own prints, the art, like, putting the
Yep.
backstories. You sent me that one post that kind of explained like what each face was and everything on that print that they're putting out. They just got so
Yeah.
much stuff. Like, and this is all done through them. Like Death Wish is that their imprint? Or do they just go through
Well, Death Wish is Jacob Bannon's label, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah,
So,
right.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm sure that's their shop. Because I know that he does a ton of prints. Like if you go on Death Wish's website and
Oh,
you
yeah.
look at Converge's merch
They got a
collection,
lot. They
yeah,
have
he's got a
literally the most
ton.
merch I've ever seen out of any band ever at this point. It's insane, but it's not
Yeah.
like they're going out and hiring artists to do like this album run or this and let's make it different. It's just, as far as I can tell,
This is
all his own.
this is
And
Jacob,
that's
dude.
super cool. So I celebrate the hell out
Yeah.
of them. This is a good track. It's a great band. They got great stuff in store, and they always have. So definitely, if you haven't listened to it, check it out. To everybody else, I know you
Yeah.
have. So
Yeah, I think one last note on it. I think the cool part about them is that like they have all this merch, which some of it is like, I don't know, a little silly, but at the same time, um, dude, fucking like jigsaw puzzles. Like, is
come
that
on.
really necessary?
Probably not, but
Probably
they're
not.
doing it. You know?
The phone cases, I'm not sure that that's quite necessary.
Yeah.
But the cool part on their like t-shirts at least is that they're a band that I think continues to print old designs and keep them going, which I appreciate as a music fan. Like I
Right.
always get like so upset when I miss out on the chance at a piece of merchandise because I didn't make it or didn't hear about the drop in time or whatever.
Exactly.
These guys, they got you covered.
Right. What's that?
Um,
Fucking playing cards and shit, dude. Whoa.
yeah,
Blankets. Oh yeah, I want to get.
yeah.
What is that?
I mean, the blankets are pretty sick.
Yeah.
I won't talk shit about the blankets.
Right.
I'm a sucker for a solid throw blanket.
I'm saying, honestly, this is something I just put on the fucking wall, dude, just to kind of
Yeah,
liven
right.
things up. We've got a couple of them that we've been buying here and there. We've gotten 2 from Louder Than Life over the years, and those are not fucking cheap. So we're
Yeah,
doing our
I
best to
believe
take
it.
care of them. Hell, we just ripped one of them open from I think 2023's festival. Cat had to order it after the fact from somebody else because they sold out after day 2. So she paid a
Damn.
little bit more of a premium to get it, but it wasn't too much more than its actual sticker price. So that was nice. And came
Yeah.
in and we just left it in the package up until a little bit ago. And I was like, why have we not opened this? You know, she's like, oh, I don't know. Go ahead, rip it open. So we did, and it's been great. So
Hell yeah. Well, next up, we got a new single drop from Cancer Bats. Fucking Canadian hardcore fucking OGs. They released a track called Stay Stuck. And we got a music video for this. I did watch it. It was pretty typical Cancer Bats style. But we got they announced their 8th album, Give Me Dirt, which we can expect on August 7th via Bat Skull Records, New Damage Records, and Marshall Records.
that's cool.
The Canadian hardcore punk rockers have recorded their upcoming album with Kurt Ballou of
Nice.
Converge fame
Whoa.
at God City Studio in
yeah.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Hell yeah.
With vocal tracking handled separately at Camera Varda Studios in Ontario. So this track did not disappoint. I was very excited to hear it. I've never been like a giant Cancer Bats fan, but I definitely respect what they do. This track has got me pretty excited for what's to come, I will say.
Yeah. It's a fun track for sure. It's also pretty fucking tough.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, when you put this, I was like, I thought it was Aquabats for a second, and that's the exact opposite
Yeah.
kind of band.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, weird, but that's fun. That's cool. They're not. It wasn't Aquabats, that's for sure. And I should have
Yeah.
known. You know what I mean? I just got them a little bit confused, but Yeah, I'm really bad at watching videos beforehand, so I'm watching it right now, and it's the same kind of deal I was talking about a few months ago when we watched that Archspire video.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of going, it seems kind of, it's got some good quality to it, but it's got a real kind of intimate feel, like the band just doing a bunch of goofy shit. You know what I mean? There's right now I'm in
Yeah.
the trades part, guy smoking a cigarette. Yeah, and there's some like candid little shots of them eating pizza and playing some
Yep.
music. So it's fun. It's cool. Guys wearing a hat says, two guys are wearing hats that say pizza on it. Love that. I want one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, super cool. I wish I would have found these guys sooner, but I'll definitely be listening to more of them. So
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I am very happy. Can't wait. Next up, we got the track Playing God by Motionless in White featuring Corey Taylor of Slipknot.
Everyone sounds so
Um,
excited. Jeez.
Slipknot.
Slipknot.
They got a new album coming out. It's called Decades. It's coming out on July 17th on Roadrunner Records. And I know I sound super excited to announce that Corey Taylor of Slipknot is on this track. But dude, this track is dope as fuck, in my opinion.
All right. Well, you're entitled to that because I kind of disagree. I don't know. I feel like you're more of a Motionless fan than I am. I know
I
we're
don't
both
know.
like,
I don't know about that.
well, I'm definitely on the bottom end of Motionless fans. That's for sure. Like Creatures was a good album. I'm pretty sure that was their first
See,
album.
I didn't think it was.
Really?
Because I had heard online, probably on Reddit or something, people like,
Okay.
oh yeah, fucking check out Creatures, like that'll change your mind. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, this doesn't really excite me, to be honest with you. Which I will say, I'm not a Motionless and White fan by
Okay.
any means.
I don't know. Maybe I think you're lying to yourself, dude, because we've been getting some tracks that have like Chris Motionless in it, and they're usually your favorite track. So
I
I'm
know
just throwing that out there.
I like his screams. I'm not a fan of the singy theatrical
Yeah,
gothic
exactly.
fucking thing that they're doing.
Right.
But I will say um there are a handful of tracks recently that I have enjoyed by them. And I mean it's no surprise that two of those are with Knocked Loose. Um
Yeah.
But and then there was what was it? Was it Fit for a King that had the track with
Yeah.
Chris Motionless?
This is the end.
Yeah, and that track was super dope.
Great track. Yeah. Perfect end to a record. Honestly, I can
Yeah,
agree with you on that. That's for sure. So,
yeah.
actually,
That
Motionless, fun story, was my first, like, I'm gonna use this word, secular show that I'd been to. They weren't headliners, they were openers. But I had been listening to Creatures for a little bit. It was the same year Creatures came out. I think the show was afterwards. It was an Escape the Fate tour, and Alisana and Motionless were there. Loved them. Great time. Honestly, I've seeing them live was a little bit better than just listening to their albums, but I gotta give them a little credit. I gotta give them a little love, for being my first actual metal centric, metal
see, I
adjacent
knew it.
kind of show. So
I knew it.
yeah, yeah, right.
No, let me explain why
All
I
right,
think that this
yeah.
track is good.
Go ahead. Try your best. Do
I
your
will.
worst. All right.
It's a heavier Motionless and White track, which I appreciate. Those are the ones that I tend to like. The only thing that I wasn't a big fan of is at the beginning, it's a very Slipknot rip-off intro.
Yes.
So that kind of put me off at first. I was like, oh, come on, dude.
Right.
But I was worried when this track popped up on my radar, considering the two people involved. I
Right.
thought for sure that we were going to hear like a Stone Sour Corey Taylor with light gothic,
Yeah.
Motionless and White.
Okay.
And that's not what happened.
No.
We got heavy Slipknot Corey Taylor. We got heavy Motionless and White. We got a really catchy chorus. And the lyrics are pretty good, dude. They released a lyric video for this. And so I got to read the lyrics while I was listening to it. And I think it's cool. They're talking about all these like fucking bullshit, fake social media influencers
Yeah.
making up stories about people to get views and shit like that. And I think I respect it because I mean I think there's a big difference between what we do here, which
Right.
is relay the news and
Right.
our point of view on things,
Right.
but we're not making up stuff or we're not like making stories about people. We're not only pushing negative outlooks on artists to get
Right.
those like fucking clickbait fucking views, but there are definitely those people out there that's all they do. They just
Exactly.
fucking
Trying to fuel the
bring
fire,
up,
dude. Right.
yeah, pretty
We didn't
much.
start it.
No, we didn't start it. We'll just keep it going. I'm just
Right.
kidding.
Till the world
Um,
is, because the world keeps turning. Right.
I knew we were going.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, overall, I don't care if you agree with me or not, but I think this track
That's
is
fine.
dope and got a pretty dope breakdown at the end. It's mean.
I think it was this line just came up. I'm watching the lyric video right now, and when he's talking about like,
dude, and
licking
I
the
know what you're
boot-
gonna say.
exactly licking the boot and shit. I was just I don't know, like it felt. You know how I feel about Corey Taylor at this point. This isn't me trying to push negativity, but like fucking just shut the fuck up. Like if they could have done a song that didn't have this lyrical content, because I feel like that's all he's ever doing is talking about haters, and he's like, fucking, I'm fucking Corey Taylor, like.
Yeah.
It's whatever, man. Like you're a fucking adult. Like whatever.
No, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly
it
with
seemed kind of pandery to me. Like I'm gonna get my point out, and I'm gonna say fuck all you guys, lick my boot, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I didn't like about it. It was a little too fourth wally. It just a little too self-aware for me. I don't like that shit. Get that shit out of my metal. You know what I mean? Do some esoteric, like, otherworldly, like, fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, gory, whatever. But, like, it's when you become a little too self-aware, then you're getting into, like, Ronnie Radke territory in my mind. I'm just like, I'm good. I'm all right. That's just the way I look at it. That's all. I'll agree with you on the heaviness of it, the actual music behind it and everything, but the lyrics just put me off. That's all it was. So if you like Motionless, if you like Corey Taylor, that's fine. If you don't like him, but you like the song, that's fucking fine too. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to tell you.
That's me.
I don't like it, but that's fine.
All right. All right. And dude, we it didn't go the way that I thought because I thought lick the fucking dirt off my boot like a good dog was a fucking tough ass lyric, but that's just me.
That's fine.
All right. Next up, we're changing things up a little bit. We're going from one extreme to the other. This next track is called Silhouette by a band called Midrift. These guys are from San Francisco, a little shoegazy. They're set to release their debut album entitled Silhouette on June 5th. Along with the album announcement, they have dropped a music video for the title track for the LP. I know I did watch the music video. I can't really remember. I'm seeing it on your screen right now, which kind of
go, man. Just check it out.
Yeah, it jogs my memory a little bit.
Yeah, let me just say this. This is a look I miss. Short sleeve shirt over long sleeve shirt, dude. That's how you knew who the alt guys and alt chicks were in middle school and high school. You know what I mean? They were the artsy fartsy kind of people, and I was one of them. That's for sure. That's just a look you don't see really anymore. I feel like Gen Z's kind of bringing it back, but Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all adults and we don't do that shit anymore. So
No.
fucking awesome.
I thought the track was pretty fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree with you.
Um,
I've been liking the fact that we've been bringing more shoegazy, kind of industrial, kind of, little off the beaten path of metal. I know we're touting ourselves as a metal podcast, but I don't know. I've just been getting into slower music recently. I think that's how it is for both of us. We're getting older. Our ears are hurting. We don't have that much energy. We definitely throw down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But every so often, it's nice to have these, in the middle, kind of as filler to get into and just kind of like zen out. You can do some dishes to this shit, you know what I mean? You clean up around the house, hell. I don't know if this is lawn mowing music for you. I don't think it would be for me, but
probably not.
yeah, right. But it's nice. It's cool, You can go out on a drive, go out by the lake, you know what I mean? Put this on, go park by the lake, kind of watch the
Yeah.
seagulls fly by, watch that sunset. This is a perfect
That's
song
the
for it, you
perfect
know what I
use
mean?
of this song. Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? And that's why I love living in this. Well, that's not why I love living in the town that I live in, but I love
It's a
having
perk.
this to exactly. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be in the boonies like I used to be. Because I used to grow up around a lot more like foresty, fieldy kind of areas. Well,
Yeah.
maybe this I think shoegaze is perfect for the emo alternative metal
Well,
guy in the boondocks, fucking Minnesota and Michigan. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna listen to shoegaze and fucking not necessarily
yeah.
hate my life, but be like, what the fuck, man? There's no
Feel
people
sad for
around.
yourself.
Ugh. Right, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, I could definitely. I'm a big. We did like a flip flop. You're from my area, and I lived in along the coastline pretty
right.
much
Yeah.
forever.
I'm talking
And then
dead smack dab middle of Minnesota, dude. There wasn't shit except for cows, and my nearest neighbor was like a mile away. So yeah,
Yep, been there. That's how I grew up. But yeah, nowadays, like I just like being out in the woods, walking around,
yep,
just taking in nature. And this kind of
exactly.
music is
Finding a
the
good stick,
perfect.
right?
Yeah, find a good
Drinking a
stick.
beer. Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
maybe.
There's nothing better.
The woods is more of a marijuana zone for me, not a beer zone. But
Okay, yeah, it's
hey,
chill. It's
teach
cool.
their own.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. No, since I started smoking weed, I haven't lived around the woods like that, so I haven't been able to experience it. And I have, meeting up with some friends. Hey, let's go out here. You know what I mean? Fucking whatever.
yeah.
But I haven't lived by it like that in quite a while. So, actually, I lied. I lived by an apple orchard. That was pretty cool. I just go out in the middle of this fucking like huge orchard, just pop a squat, sit in the grass underneath a tree, fucking hit
Oh
the
yeah.
old bowl, and just have a great
Soak it
time.
up.
So yeah, exactly.
Well,
Cool.
one of these days here, we'll have to plan a day
Yeah,
where we can get nice and stony baloney and go out to Love
exactly.
Creek and go walk
Right.
around.
Oh, easy. Yeah. Be
Yeah.
great. All right, I want to take over from
Yeah,
you, if you.
get it.
I'm sure you don't mind. We've got a
I don't.
song by Genghis Tron. It's called "Born Prey." I've never heard of these guys before this, but I was really excited to listen to them today. This track is the second preview we have from their upcoming album, Signal Fire. I gotta say, seeing that, reading that, I just had like a fucking brain blast. I am seeing so many different songs and albums that share names with different bands, albums, and songs. There's a whole bunch. There's another one I saw. Oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it in just a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of shared stuff. Now, saying that, there's only so many things you can name before there's repeats, but it's just like, dang.
Right.
Yeah, we got their upcoming album Signal Fire due out on June 12th via Relapse Records. This band is described as cyber grind. I can see it in their art. I can hear it in their music. They give me some I'm not gonna say less quality, but or lower quality. A little bit different, but they remind me a bit of North Lane, that kind of electronic looping kind of stuff. This is
Yeah.
a good song. It's got, just talking about midriff, little shoegazy parts like in the vocals, and then he comes in with some more like heavier screams, some riffs. It's got a little bit of everything too. So, and I
Yeah.
love the name, dude. Genghis Tron, like that's not a repeat.
Killer.
That's killer. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Is this like an infrared X-ray kind of picture going on for their cover art, dude? I don't know, but that's tough as fuck
Yeah. I
too.
don't know.
They
It
fucking
kind of
teeth
reminds
and
me of
shit.
like, I mean, everybody can see their own thing if they want, but it kind of reminds
Right.
me of like, you remember in Spaceballs when he's at that diner and the dude has the special or whatever, and
Uh-huh.
that fucking thing crawls out of his fucking
Right. Yeah, that's
chest?
what it kind of looks
Like,
like.
it kind
Yeah,
of
a little
reminds me
chest
of that.
burster,
Yeah.
right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like how you put that. And good reference, by the way. That's definitely right up my alley. Yeah, it's a good song. I can't wait for this. We got a good summer ahead of us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What'd you think
Yeah.
of the track?
I have heard of these guys. I have never
Okay.
really listened to them that I know of. I mean, there's shit could have popped up in playlists before, but yeah, I just decided to check this track out. And I originally was caught by the beginning of the track, which just immediately blasts you in the face with blast beats and
Right.
screaming and a pretty sick guitar riff. But then, I mean, I guess as they do, it eventually fuses into a like electro pop shoegazy
Right.
deal, which is good in its own right too. I mean, it's not if this is what I heard in the track, that probably wouldn't have got me. But since the beginning of the track got me, the rest of
That's
the
the
track
hook,
I thoroughly
dude. Right.
enjoyed.
Hell
Yep.
yeah, sick. You're like, all right, I'll give them a chance. Let's see if they do that again,
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
right.
That's awesome. All right. Next up, we got a song by the band Ablation, featuring Frank Mullen. Song is called "Victim Kink." It's a tough song, that's for sure. The album art, I don't know what this is an
Tough.
Ouroboros. This is like for all you Elden Ring fans out there. This is a Rykard style Ouroboros. There's all kinds of faces, probably of the fallen warriors that have faced him, eating his own tail. Let's see. They take direct aim at false victimhood and manipulative deceit in the new single, featuring the vocalist from Suffocation. Serves as the second preview from their debut EP Lethal Abuse, due out May 29th. Here's another one on May 29th via Iron Fortress Records. Mullen will also appear on another track from the 6-song release, Eradicating the Feeble-Minded. This song is fucking heavy. I love the
Yeah.
Farscape style text on the bottom of the art too. I'm a very visual guy,
Yeah.
and that definitely tickles my fancy.
Got you in there.
And yeah, this is a dope track. It's not something I'd listen to all the time, but hey, if I'm feeling a little grimy, you know what I mean, a little heavy, like I just need something to fucking not necessarily let out some emotions, like some anger or something. But yeah, this would be the fucking track to listen to.
Yeah.
Brings me back to when
These
I saw
guys,
Death Clock. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, you'll be surprised to hear that these guys are actually a super group.
Right.
Consisting of the vocalist of Sangui Sugabug,
Okay.
the guitarist from Dehumanized, the bass player and drummer, both from Suffocation.
Okay. Sick.
So it's as tough as those people
Okay. Yeah, and these
are known to
that's
be.
who we're talking about. What, last week, the week before, the drummer left. Yeah, right. And he had all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff to say about the band, and we were all like, "Oh, all right, do your thing, man.
Well, and then we didn't cover it, but because I think we might have missed it or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Either way,
Right.
we actually there was a little bit more to that story. So then Suffocation came out
Mhm.
and released a copy of the email that they sent to him 2 days prior to his note stating that he was being released from the band
Okay.
due to conflicts with him and Sangui Sugabug because he had been
Right.
playing double duty.
Exactly.
And I guess through a lapse of judgment on his part, he decided to beat them to the chase and make a public note
Say something
with
about it, right?
with a bunch of bullshit, which later he apologized for doing.
Okay.
So
yeah, right.
fuck
Stop being
around and find
reactionary,
out.
everybody. Exactly. Just fucking just chill out. Everything's gonna be fine. We're one big happy fucking family. You don't find
Yeah.
a lot of us
I mean-
around in the world, so
I mean, in the world of deathcore or death metal, I don't think it probably matters as much. But dude, if you're a musician, the last
Uh-huh.
thing that you want to do is come off across as being a pain in the ass or like a dickhead to work with, because
Yeah.
then you're not going to get any more bands outside of
yeah.
the band you
There's
just
a-
got kicked out of.
Exactly, right. Because I can guarantee you that next band that you might want to get hired into is good friends with the band you just fucking left. So, like, there's slim pickings
Yeah.
out there. Don't be a dick. That's all.
Right.
At least you apologize, and that's great. I don't know if best case scenario, but it's cool. But yeah, it's exciting. I'd like to see this EP and listen to it a little bit more because while I don't listen to it all the time, I can throw down some death metal. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got a dual release coming up. We've got a couple tracks by Turnover, another more shoegazy, slower alternative band. They've got a new album coming out on, you guessed it, May 29th. Entitled Down to Earth. The songs that were released are Night Jar and I See You and Realize. Yeah, honestly, this the first song, like I said, more shoegazy. Second was same deal, both of them they, obviously got a pattern, but this song kind of brought me back like with AFI's Silver Bleeds the Black Sun. I've been hearing at least a lot more like
Yep.
more of that like 80s Joy Division kind of shoegaze inspiration recently, and it's kind of fucking dope. Like, judge
Yeah.
me all you want. I'm a huge fan of that style of music. Like, it's chill.
Me too.
Smoke a joint, just fucking hang out, put on a black
Yep.
light or some sort of LED or something. Just kind of chill out. Like, it's chill out fucking music, and
Yep.
it's great. So I will have to say, I See You and Realize was my favorite of the two. Nightjar isn't bad, but I See
Yeah.
You was definitely, in my opinion, a little bit better. So
Agreed wholeheartedly. I love both tracks actually, but yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth about I See You and Realize. Very Joy Division, The Cure vibes, and I love both of those bands a lot. So this right up my alley, that's for sure.
hell yeah, sick. Yeah, I'll be looking out for this album when it comes out for sure. Last
Yeah.
track I got for y'all for a second. This is the track I was talking about earlier. Here's the hint. It has been answered. The song is called The Sword. By Melting. This is an Australian metalcore unit. Which is great. Australian metal has fucking great, honestly great music coming out. We've talked about a lot of bands in the past: King Gizzard, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, Amity Infliction, North Lane, Wind Wakers. Like, there's so much coming out of Australia. So let's give it up for the land down under once again. Guys are getting a little dark and twisted.
So dark and twisted.
Yeah, but they released a video for the song. This is the latest single for their upcoming EP, A Pathetic Excuse for a Life. Also out on May 29th. Maybe they're trying to catch Memorial Day weekend, just being like, hey guys, you're gonna be popping on some music, you're gonna be grilling and chilling. You're gonna be doing
Yeah.
something, so you'll probably be out of work though. We won't.
Yep.
We
We won't.
won't be able to listen to this at work, right?
We
we're on the
will
other end of
be
it, but-
extra work.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, but I can tell you, as soon as the doors lock, Yeah, this shit's going on. That's for sure. The video
Yeah.
that got released with it is a more intimate show kind of video. They're taking a bunch of clips from a show. And I just
It's
the more
tough.
I keep seeing it is. Um I would absolutely love to be at this show, but I'd be in the crowd in the back for sure because I don't have health insurance for one, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I just haven't earned my hardcore stripes yet. I don't know.
We're no
Like
spring chickens, Tyler. We
that's what I'm
can't
saying. All right,
keep up.
exactly. We can't do that. Um,
Yeah.
but I've talked about in the past. It's those kinds of videos that I honestly are my favorite. Just because it gives you that closeness to the band. It's almost like you're there. You know what I mean? And to see,
Yeah.
I've always loved watching those like old hardcore videos where they're in like a fucking gym, a gymnasium,
Yep.
at a Denny's. I just saw a
Yep.
video of some 3-piece outfit at a Subway. Um, it's awesome just to be able to say you were there, and then a couple weeks later, like when it blows up, everyone's like, "Oh my god!" and you're like, there I am at 47 seconds, dude, right there by that fucking table." Like, yeah, it's got to be a great feeling. I gotta say uh, actually talking about the song now, not what I expected at all. This is a little more hardcore than I would say metalcore myself.
Yeah.
But still
Yeah.
a great track, still heavy as fuck, still tough as shit. But
Yep.
the album art gave me deathcore vibes. You know what I mean? Some more death metal-y. There's that fucking exhumed corpse on the front.
Yep.
The band text is, I don't know, more in line of deathcore, but I'm not trying to judge this book by its cover. It's a good fucking song, so definitely
Yeah.
check it out. What'd you think? I'm sure you loved it.
Yeah. Same thing. I loved it.
Hell yeah.
Barely over a minute long. It
Yeah.
just goes
It's
straight
just
to the
quick as
fucking
fuck.
point.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. When I was listening to it, cause I'm not labeling them a metalcore band. That's what the internet has labeled them. But I
They're
agree with
wrong.
you. They are a little more hardcore than
Yep.
metalcore, that's for sure.
Right.
But yeah,
Sick.
otherwise, I liked them.
Hell yeah.
All right. Fucking next up, we got a cover. And that cover is Death Cab for Cuties, I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Nate Bergman and Emma Boster. Nate Bergman is from Lion Eyes and Emma Boster from Dying Wish. This I was interested when I saw this. I saw the teaser that Emma had posted on Instagram before I'd listened to the track. I got like a little teaser of it, and then just like hey, we released this, go check it out. And I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. But this is definitely slower and folkier than Death Cab's version.
Yeah.
I will say I prefer Death Cab's version of this track. I've always been a big fan of this song from Death Cab. But they did a good job in their own right. Some nice harmonies, some nice offset vocals that like tie in really nicely. I think it's good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I gotta say, I'm not familiar with the original song because I never really got into Death Cab for Cutie.
Okay.
This song, yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about Lion Eyes. I don't know what kind of music Nate puts out, but we've talked about him before. And Emma Boster, like that's Jeremy's wife,
Yep.
so that's cool. I support her. Dying Wish is fucking sick too. I love listening to them. But
Yep.
this isn't what I expected out of at least Emma. You know what I mean? Maybe like
Yeah.
a more deathcore fucking cover. Like let's go
Yeah.
hard. But they did not. But it's kind of cute, you know what I mean? It's that kind of song that as metal fans, you know, and if you got like a metal fan wife or husband or whatever, I'm not here to judge. This is one of those cute songs, you know, that you guys listen to together and everything, and you know, you're
Yeah.
doing dishes and you sing together, and you're like, oh my god, look at us, you know. It's kind of an adorable song. It's nice. And I say that not knowing the actual lyrics and everything. What if it's, you know what I mean? Actually, toxic. I don't know. I never listened to that. I don't know the song, but it's nice. It's definitely chill. It's super acousticy, like you said, folky. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. So it's
Yeah.
chill. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's enough talking for a cover song.
Yeah, right.
Let's move on to an original. And that is, we have the return of Carnifex, which I got a little confused because Carnifex and Impending Doom always gave me similar vibes back in the day. I listened to both quite a bit in the late 2000s. But yeah, we just got the return of Impending Doom not that long ago. Now we got the return of Carnifex. And they put out
I'm so excited.
Yeah. They put out a new single. It's called Roses and Rotting Corpses, which is a great title. And they have announced that they are signing with Sumerian Records. And I'm assuming we're going to get a new record soon with the signing. They haven't announced anything yet, but we got this first single along with a music video that you can go check out. I definitely did watch the music video, and it was, from what I remember, pretty typical for a Carnifex music video.
Yeah.
It's dark.
I don't think I've ever seen
gruesome.
an actual video from them.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to think. I first got into them with their first album, Dead in My Arms. And then The Diseased and the Poisoned. After that, I kind of dropped off. But
I got to see them
I had
live
definitely-
back in my Warped Tour days. And their encore.
Nice.
If we want to talk cover songs, they did one of the best covers I've ever heard. They did the Heretics anthem by Slipknot, and they fucking
Nice.
killed
Yeah.
it, dude. I didn't realize at the time that was a Slipknot song, and I think I did because they had mentioned, they're like, this is a song by our good friends in Slipknot, blah blah blah. I was like, oh cool. That was off my radar at the time because I was a big Duality guy, like Volume 3. That was one of my favorite albums. But yeah, just the power of Carnifex. Like, anytime I listen to a song, like, I think of them just live, and they're a great fucking band through and through. So to see that on this list, I've been waiting, and I'm super excited for anything else that they have after this. That's for sure.
Well, if you need another awesome cover song by them off of their album Hell Chose Me from 2010, there's a dope cover of Angel of Death by Slayer at the very end of the record.
Shit, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's
Yeah, I'll
like,
definitely put that. Is that the
It's
that's
ju-
the covers album that they did, right?
what?
That I gotta. Why are you not
Carnifex
showing up?
album?
Yeah, because they had an
Uh.
album of like strictly covers.
Oh, that's news to me.
Okay. I'm about to. Oh no, it was called "Bury Me in Blasphemy." They did, yeah, "Bury Me in Blasphemy," "Head Like a Hole," "Heretic Anthem," and then a remix of "Head Like a Hole." So
Oh, interesting. I am
yeah,
not seeing that anywhere. Oh,
it would be under like
2018.
EPs. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and there's Heretic
Shit.
Anthem.
Yep.
Sick. That's
Great
dope.
fucking cover. Yeah.
I just
Hell
lost
yeah.
track of where I was now. Oh yeah.
Aw.
But
Yeah.
yeah, this track, I mean, pretty much picking right back up where they left off.
Right.
They now that I'm looking at things, they actually never really went away. They just had like a handful of gaps between shit.
Okay.
The last thing that we got from them was in 2023, so not too long ago, but long enough to forget about them.
I think. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So, but yeah, I thought this track was pretty good. We'll see what happens with a full album release.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. You got anything else that you want to add to the?
Nope. It was just great, and I love Carnifex, and everyone else should too. That's all.
Hell yeah, I like it. Well, next up, I got a double track release.
Ooh.
By Movements. They dropped 2 tracks, one called Dissolve Me and one called Back in My Ways. And these are both going to be on their new album entitled Happier Now, which is coming out on September 4th on Fearless Records. The first track, Back in My Ways, is a little slower. But Dissolve Me, pretty good. Pretty I don't know, almost kind of nostalgic a little bit. It like brings you back to those like mid 2000s post-hardcore bands.
Right.
It Dissolve Me was pretty catchy, pretty upbeat. Back in My Ways, a little slower, a little more atmospheric, a little more emotional. And it does pick up a little towards the end of the song, which was nice. But yeah, overall, both tracks were pretty good. I have never really been into these guys at all. I don't know much about them, but I feel like we've talked about them here before.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe the 2025 track Where I Lay would make sense. That's the only thing that has been released within our timeline here.
Yeah, I got that. There's like a collab by Movements and Kickback, Need for Peas. That doesn't have a lot of plays, and I don't recognize that immediately. So, they've definitely been in some news. I know. I don't think any releases, but they've definitely been in some news. I'm just trying to think if
maybe
they were part
tour
of
or something.
any show that I've been to. I don't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah.
More. They're pretty good. Yeah, some of their influences are listed as Law Dispute, Pianos Become the Teeth, Balance and Composure, Title Fight, Thrice.
I'm seeing on Tidal, they're comparing them to Touche Amore and The Story So Far.
Right.
All tracks.
Yeah, it's very fair. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, they've definitely popped on playlists before, and I'm not a heavy listener, but I'm a listener, and they're pretty good. I like both of these tracks. Like you said, kind of that last one, Back in My Ways, brought you back to your ways. You know what I mean? Just kind of nostalgic. It was light. It was kind of airy. Like, it's just like, all right, makes you think about where you've been and where you've gone. You know what I mean? Kind of that deal. Yeah, but when I got to these songs in the playlist, I was taking a shower. So I didn't get to see the song title with, but I definitely recognize them. Dissolve Me isn't bad. This kind of, I don't know. I feel like I bring these guys up a lot, but it's kind of like a nothing sort of feel. The lyric, like the sound of his voice kind of sounds like that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I enjoyed it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, next up we got the second single release from OG metalcore band Still Remains, entitled Erase You. They are getting ready to put out their comeback EP titled Spirit Breaker, coming out June 12th. This track did come with a music video directed by Dave Prindle. And this is the first material that we've gotten since 2013, following the track The Wound and the Weapon that was released last October, featuring the Red Chord vocalist. So, yeah, both tracks so far have been pretty good. This one is a little more of the melodic metalcore vibe. Your typical scream verse, sing chorus kind of deal.
Right. Exactly.
But I've always really liked these guys a lot. I saw these guys back in like 2007.
Okay.
I think they might be one of the. I'm not super sure. I'll have to rack my brain later, but I think these guys might be one of the first signed touring bands that I ever saw live.
Okay.
So that was
Hell
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I just found out they're from Grand Rapids. That's super cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, actually, the show that I saw them at, my buddies that I hung out with in high school, they were in a band and they opened for them
Gotcha.
somewhere in Illinois
Okay.
at some pretty cool like bar venue thing.
Right.
So I was a roadie,
Right. Yeah, right.
which means I helped roll in an amplifier cabinet, and
Yeah.
then I sat in the corner and didn't pay admission. So that was cool.
Nice. I love that for you,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get in to a couple shows for my buddy's band. It was like a 80s 90s cover band. Hey Girl Hey, he played bass. And there's a couple times like they played at Cheers and they'd be like, "All right, like $10." And I'm like, "$10 at Cheers?" I was like, "I know the bassist." He said I could get in. He's like, "All right, let me go see." And he'd go in and he'd be like, "There's this guy out here with long hair, fucking blah blah blah," and be like, Elliot, the guy would be like, "Yeah, he's chill, like fucking." So I didn't have to
Yeah.
pay cover the 2 times I went to Cheers. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and it was always good to see him. But I haven't had a lot of that experience, so that's super cool for you. I love that. I'm surprised I haven't listened to these guys. Haven't been, like you said, kind of OG metalcore guys. Perfect sound. What does it remind me of? It sounds like somebody. I just can't. Not really August Burns Red. Maybe it just sounds like everything I listen to,
Yeah, I
and
think so.
that's where they got the sound from. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
like right now, I'm in this kind of like more keyboardy, heavier part near the end. Kind of reminds me of Attack Attack a little bit. Fuck, man, but they sound like the vocals sound like somebody that I'm a huge fan of. A little fit for a king. Now I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it. Some this is the hell we create. Yeah. All right. I like these guys. They're fucking awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what is it? June 12th. Yeah, all right. Sick. Got a busy few weeks ahead of me, so it's gonna be great.
Yeah, right.
You got anything else you want to say? I'm gonna take over from you because I want to talk about these guys. That's for sure.
Yeah. Get it.
Let's go. All right. So Savannah, Georgia has given us one of the greatest bands of all time. That band is Black Tusk. The track that they've released is called Far From Light. Let's see, sludge metal band from Savannah. They have released a new single called Far From Light. This is once again the second preview we've got from their upcoming EP, Systems of Solitude. The first track we got, Crushed by the Weight. I got into these guys during the Set the Dial era. What fucking
Oh.
yeah. I think it was Set the Dial to Your Doom. Yeah. The Resistor? Bring Me Darkness. Yeah, bring me the darkness. Yeah. Great album. Honestly, every song is great on this. But yeah, and then I got into their next album, The Fallen Kingdom, and then kind of fell off for a little while. Last release we had was a couple years ago, The Way Forward. I'm so excited to see these guys back and releasing stuff. This was a great fucking track. I didn't get a chance to listen to Crushed by the Weight, but I'm content just listening to this on repeat. I might do that later on tonight when I'm doing some quick editing before to set myself up better for tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I love Black Tusk. These guys are fucking hard, dude.
Well, you have thoroughly impressed me because if what you remember is true, you've been listening to them longer than I have, which is a little surprising.
Yeah.
But I got into them in 2016 with their album Pillars of Ash.
Okay.
It was super tough, but that was like right in the middle of my stonery, sludgy,
Right.
fucking thrash vibes that I was going through. And as title puts it, comparing them to like Baroness and High on Fire, which are two
Yeah.
great bands, two of my favorites. These guys, yeah, they got that sludgy vocal style, deep,
Right.
tough. They got some thrashy elements.
Yeah.
But they just fucking rip, dude. And I agree. I'm happy to have them back. I did listen to Crushed by the Weight quite a few times
Okay.
when it came out. A
Hell
couple
yeah.
weeks ago, I think. Yeah, April 9th, so about a month ago.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, they're
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know how it was that I found these guys, but I think I was just like exploring Spotify at the time. Hate to say that, but this is when Spotify was cool. But yeah, I was around. That was the year I graduated. And after I graduated, like I didn't go to college immediately like everybody else. I wasn't some sheep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ended up going the next year, you know what I mean, once I got things figured out. But yeah, all I did was like work, go home, like game out and just kind of chill. Like I just went to school for 13 years. Like I'm taking a break, fuck. But yeah, there was I think it at the time, this is when I was getting into Beelzebong and some Electric Wizard. And I just had a fucking playlist going, and these guys showed up, and I'm just like, who the fuck are these guys? Like, and ran with it for a few years, and then I kind of got out of the sludge scene, and started listening to more just different bands or whatever, and have lost track of Black Tusk since then, and it makes me sad because these guys fucking rule. So
Yeah.
I can't wait for this EP to come up. Hell yeah, I got one on you, bro. Fucking take that. All right.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Not thank you. All right. That's the natural light talking. I'm sorry. All right. Moving on, we got a track by the band New Idea Society. This is a new band for me. I've never heard of these guys, but I was kind of into this song. The intro was a little weird at first, but it got into it a little bit more as it kept playing. But let's see. New Idea Society is formed by Steven Brodsky and Mike Law. This is the third track we've gotten from the duo's upcoming fourth album, Fire on the Hill, due out May 15th via Relapse Records. You can pre-order it now as we are speaking and as you are watching. Yeah, this is kind of a chill track, you know what I mean? They got that kind of acoustic sound. Little, I don't want to say like folky or anything, but kind of, you know what I mean?
The guitar definitely has folky elements.
Got
I don't
those,
think
like,
that the vocals
exactly.
do, but
Exactly, right.
yeah.
But it was kind of a chill track to listen to. So
Yeah, dude,
I didn't
this
really have
one,
like a, I don't know. It's cool, it's nice, but it didn't super wow me either. You know what I mean? I'll have to
Yeah.
kind of go back.
No, I
and
agree.
See what
The
else
reason
they
I
got.
added it on here is because of Steven Brodsky. He's from Cave In, Mutoid Man, Old Man Gloom,
Yeah.
Converge, Quicksand. He's been
Right.
in a lot of killer fucking bands. But I was unfamiliar with this project from him, probably because of the nature of it. It's an acoustic duo. So it's a little different than what I'm into. But this, I think it's got its place somewhere.
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah.
chill. It's
Exactly.
I need to go back and I need to listen to the other tracks that have been released. Looks like we got Dancing Horse and Nightbirds that have been released before this. But this is their first activity since their last full-length album was in 2010.
Yep.
So that's pretty big. Steven Brodsky must be pretty pretty free these days because I haven't really seen much going on with him. He was a big contributor to that 2 minutes to late night show that I was telling you about.
Yeah, right.
He was on there a lot. But yeah, I don't know. Other than some like reunion tours with Cave In and probably some Mutoid Man shit. He had been playing with Quicksand live few years ago. And he was also in 2021. He was part of that Converge, that Blood Moon album with Chelsea Wolfe. He was on that.
Okay.
So it's been a while since we've seen Sir Brodsky, but we got him back.
Says he's still a member of Quicksand, so he must have been a part of whatever they had last. So that's cool.
Yeah, the new
Yeah, I'll
album.
definitely be checking them out a little bit more. Alrighty, I'm sure you're excited to talk about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up for us. We got a new track by Human Issue. We've been getting a lot from these guys recently. Their album is coming out soon. This will be the 4th track that we've gotten for this new album. The track is called "The World Is Your Oyster." And we finally got back to some good Human Issue. The last track was a little lackluster. This one brought us right back. Short track coming in at 121. Dude, it's tough. It's fast. It's classic hardcore. You know what I mean? Let's see. That last one we got Clocks Bow, Trees Frown. We've got this is the 5th. Excuse me. I was reading the other 4. Clocks Bow, Trees Frown, Vice, Medicates, and Waking. So pretty soon. Got a little less than a month before that comes out. From the Fast and Intense Southern California hardcore group. What'd you think, man? I can only imagine that you were
I was happier.
Yep.
I was happier than the last track, that's for sure. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Yeah, short, fast, in your face, hardcore punk. Love it.
That's all you got to say, right? Nice.
That's all I need to say.
Exactly. Don't church it up. Just fucking just get to it. All right. We got a couple albums to talk about, so I'm gonna bring this one up so we can get into those. So I feel like we might spend a little bit more time on some of these upcoming ones. We'll see. Let's see. Last single track that we have to talk about for y'all today is Balmora's new track, Moonlight Hysteria. Isn't that the album name? No, These Graven Halls. That's what it is. Set to release on May 29th. Through Days, this LP will feature their new vocalist, Paul Cole. We've gotten 3 tracks so far. Ophelia. We talked about this next one, Inheritance and Solitude, pretty recently. Now Moonlight Hysteria. Great song. Once again, fast, screamy. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Got some wheedlies,
Yes.
some woos, some fucking, you know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
double bass. Just fucking, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked the track overall. What I like about these guys is how raw and gritty everything is.
Right. Yeah.
It's very
Kind of brings me back to some like old like early 2000s metalcore kind of, you know what I mean? I hate to bring these up,
Yeah.
but like before As They Lay Dying went to shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this track could have been released in 2004 and it would have fit right in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome that they can revisit that even now, you know what I mean? It's cool.
Right. Yeah, no, I was thinking kind of reminds me of like demo work from like Suicide Silence before the Cleansing came
Right.
out.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
those kind of
right.
vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. So I would have seen this album cover, I would have heard this track on MySpace, I would have put it on my fucking page, and it would have been awesome. It would have been great with all my like X artwork and red and black and fucking skulls and shit, dude. It would have been perfect.
Right.
Man, a great time. So, yeah, looking forward to this full release. So, I wonder if
Agreed.
I don't know. We've only got a couple weeks, literally 18 days. So maybe we get one more track beforehand. If this is a full release, that'll at least be under half of the album. So you're getting into that territory where it's just like maybe you leave it here, maybe one more, and then let us wait. Like I said, it's a few weeks away though, so we'll see.
Yeah. No, I would be
Yeah, that's all I
happy
got.
for them to just leave this where it is.
Exactly. We got
We
a
don't
good
need
thing
any more.
going. Don't ruin it. Let's get
Yep.
the whole album next, you know?
Yeah. Save the surprise.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get into the albums dropped
Alright.
this week.
Hell yeah.
This first one I was super excited about.
Oh yeah.
I'm a new fan of this band, but rightfully so. We got the album No Place of Warmth by Frozen Soul. And
Hell yeah.
you know what? First of all, I was super excited in anticipation for this album drop. This was the first thing I listened to Friday morning.
Hell yeah.
After I got up, did my morning routine, got the wife and kid out of the house, and then I was like, Frozen Soul time. While I was getting ready for work.
Hell yeah.
But just to name a couple songs, it's no surprise I'm a big fan of the opening track, No Place of Warmth, featuring
Yep.
Gerard Way. This is what got me into the band, because I never would have heard of them if it wasn't for Gerard Way.
Right.
And his shocking appearance on this with these sick high-pitched black metal vocals was
never
fucking
expected it.
awesome.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
I know that Gerard is legit, and back in the day, he used to have some pretty cool like screams in My Chemical Romance in the early days, but
Right.
not like this. So for him to
Right.
bust out this style of vocal was really impressive. I have listened to this album straight through a couple times throughout the weekend. Dreadnought featuring Sanguisugabug was a sick track.
Yep.
Eyes of Despair was a good one. Dream or Deathweaver, the last single that got released before the album drop, was a good one. And then the final track, Killing Time, Until It's Time to Kill.
That's the one I was gonna bring up. That was one of my favorite tracks on this fucking album, dude. It was awesome.
It rips, dude.
Yeah, it really does. Oh yeah. I'm happy with this release. This was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I really need to go back and listen to some of their other shit.
Right.
I really like their style, and like it. This is what I appreciate a little more than like the Sangui Sugabugs of today. You
Right.
know, like I appreciate what they do and I love them 100%, but this is a little more traditional and a little more European, and that's the way that I like my like
Right.
blackened death metal, you know.
Exactly. They put a little more care. I feel like American black metal, like they got kind of a box. They give us what we want, what we expect. But I feel like on that other side of it, which you talk about, like more European, whatever, like they kind of push the envelope a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just rinsing and repeating everything. So yeah, this is a great
Yeah.
fucking album. I'll definitely be popping this on. Um, in the future for sure. Let's see. I'm gonna take this next album from you, or yeah, whatever. We got the full album release finally, dude. We've been so excited about this one. I've been listening to these guys so much in the last few weeks just because I'm that excited about this new album. But UK shoegaze band. We're from the UK, right? I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
All right, sick. All right, just want to make sure. Yeah, the album Wired has come out. And we're coming back into those chill kind of chill. They got some more upbeat kind of songs. That opening track, Time Waster, is definitely a little more upbeat.
Yep.
We got several tracks from these guys leading up to this.
Yeah.
Let's see, Wired, Broken by Design, The Way I Feel, Head of Lights. That one's been one of my favorites. Um, The Way I Feel was also a really good track. Let's see. Yeah, Sever. I just had to pop this one. I was like, there's another track on here that I really enjoyed. It kind of came in a little bit slow. It sounded like they had some violins in the beginning. That one was a really good track. I wish more people would give it some listens. Let's see, Pick
Yeah.
Up the Pieces. Honestly, a lot of this was kind of like a start to finish album for me. I didn't
Yeah.
hate any song in this album. They all correlated pretty well, so it's
Yeah.
awesome. They're a new favorite of mine.
Yeah. Other than, well, Friday, I put this on when you came into work.
Right, yeah, we were listening to that.
And yeah, we listened to the whole thing.
Yep.
And I listened to it again today, but
Oh, yeah.
I know I had said it to you on Friday, but this is an album where I enjoy all of the non-single songs more than I liked
A
the
little bit
singles
more,
that came
right.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That was kind of a hot take. I
Yeah.
don't think you're
I
wrong
mean,
though.
the
I
singles
had
were
a couple that I
good.
liked. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they were holding some of the gems back a little bit, you know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
that's a bold move for them to do, which is cool.
I
It's
like
fun.
it.
I don't
Yeah. I
dislike
like
that,
that.
Give us something to look forward to for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I got Pick Up the Pieces going on right now, and they got that kind of like I don't know shit about drums, but I'm liking the drums in this song specifically. That's what I'm trying to say,
Well, I'm gonna put that on
Uh,
right now, but
yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm halfway through the
oh
song
yeah.
right now, but
Yeah, I
you'll see.
love this song. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love this song.
it's a good
Yeah,
fucking track.
the first track, Time Waster, loved it. The third song, Dead Weight, loved it. Pick Up the
Hell yeah.
Pieces. And then the final track, Summer's End, is a really good track as well.
Hell yeah.
Those are definitely the more like upbeat non-single songs, which I tend to like a little more, but
Right.
I mean some of the slower ones like Long Shot,
Uh-huh.
Acoustic, Light, Singy,
Right. Yeah.
it's still good. Like that's the basement that I got into back during
Yeah.
like Color Me and Kindness and Like that whole album, though it was like heavy musically in a shoegazy way, was relatively light. So Long Shot kind of brought me back to that era a little
Right.
bit.
Hell yeah. All around, yeah, great fucking album. So, and the art is super cool. It's a kitty. I'm a big cat
Yep.
guy, so I'll support any release that has a cat on it. That's for sure. Oh, hell yeah. All right, take us away. Let's get this last album out because we got a bunch of fucking shit to talk about even after this. We're an
Yeah,
hour
we
and a
do.
half in already.
But yeah, this last album we got is what I was really looking forward to
Saving
this
the best
week.
for last, huh?
Save the best for last.
cool.
We got Barely Here by Koyo. The shoot off of what was the band? They had one of those wacky names. Can't remember. You're getting
hold on,
it.
I
You're
just got
figuring
it.
it out.
Oh, See You Space Cowboy
Yeah.
and
Which
Typecast.
okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
never a CU Space Cowboy guy.
I've seen him
I don't
live,
even
and yeah, my brother was into them. He's seen them a couple
Yeah.
times. I saw him once at the intersection. Fuck, who were they playing with? I don't remember. Yeah, they were there though, and
all right.
we caught like half of their set. I'm like, nah, all right, that's fine. It's
Yeah, it's
a
fine.
great reference to a great show, Cowboy Bebop. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Nothing else
Yeah.
correlates, I think.
Yeah. Well, this album is fucking dope. Start to
It's a
finish.
good one.
I was really excited because this gives me very nostalgic vibes. But yeah, the first track, Barely Here, is great. The next song, Jetstream Wish, great. Probably my favorite track on the whole album is Saying versus Meaning, featuring the singer of Drain.
That's the one I got going right now. Yeah.
Fucking killer.
Yeah.
The last track, Irreversible, was the first single that we got from this. Yeah, it was. And that track is what got me into these guys. And I still love that track so much.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a bad thing to say about this album.
Right. Yeah, I can agree
It
with that.
is
I didn't get a chance to listen
exactly
to
what I
all of
wanted.
it. Because I ended up getting distracted. I had to call my mom today because I didn't call her yesterday after my deb. I was supposed to, and I was like, hey, Ma, let's work like 10, 11 hours today. I'll call you tomorrow. I'm sorry, But I texted her in the morning and said Happy Mother's Day. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. At the time of recording, when y'all are listening to this, this was like 4 or 5 days ago. So, just know that me and my mom are cool. All right, we're chill. Mom, please don't watch my podcast. You're gonna hate it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I got like halfway through it. I definitely needed to listen to that Drain track again. But I think I got as far as You Hate Me, and then I called my mom, and I was just focused on talking to her and chat with her, catching up. It's been a little bit since I've talked to her, so I'll definitely be listening to the second half. This is right up my alley too. I've been loving all their releases. I know not as much as you, but I still love them. It's pretty great. So we'll give them a little bit more of a chance and profit. So be sick.
Yeah. I'll be listening to this album regularly for the next few weeks for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Exactly. Yeah, if you're in before me, this is what's going to be on the radio because you'll get aux first. I know it. That's fine.
Yep.
Definitely. And that's fine because when we close, dude, all I've been playing is Flowers, so that's fine. I
Happy
have
I'm
to
not
wait until
there for
everyone's
that.
gone because yeah, everyone's just gonna be like, shut the fuck up, man. We get it. You're sad about something. I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely, these guys are awesome. So sick. All right, well, there's our releases for the week. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. We've got so much more coming up, so stick around a little bit longer. But we are going to be moving into our band drama, right? Try and find a more horror themed edit for that one. But let's see. We got a couple things, a few things, couple 2 tree things to talk to you about today. So really getting that
Yeah.
shock value stuff, I guess. But
I
first up-
might have manufactured these into band drama just for the sake of it,
Okay.
but
all right, that's cool. Hey, you know what?
it's fine.
Wow. Hey, lick their fucking boot, dude. Come on. What the fuck? No. Excuse me. All right, first up, we are going to address Scowl's low-key disappearance and how they've addressed it too. Per vocalist Cat Moss, meow. The band
Meow.
they haven't broken up. She had an interview with Good Times. Moss had said Scowl are essentially on hiatus right now, attributing burnout and grief catching up after years of heavy touring. Moss had cited the 2025 death of a close friend, Bridget Smith, from ovarian cancer, as a major factor, noting that she began emotionally shutting down while still pushing through album promo and constant travel. Quote from her, she had admitted, I really wasn't really in my body or present. I was so fucking overwhelmed. I just wanted to tuck my tail and run away from everything. Yeah, that sounds huge and rough, and we're sorry to hear that. Smith had been an early supporter of Scowl and choreographed the band's psychic dance routine video. Massa described moments on tour where she'd be overwhelmed despite being in otherwise idyllic settings, saying she'd be walking around somewhere in Spain, beautiful, picturesque Spain, and she'd just be sobbing while brushing it off to others as lack of sleep. They had also dealt with guitarist Malachi Green's exit in 2025, adding to the instability. Moss has started easing back into performing recently, fronting Not Yet, Old Dog, Not Yet, for a one-off covers set on May 1st, so pretty recently, and said she's exploring what her artistry looks like outside of Scowl. She added that when they do return, they likely will not be touring at the same pace as before, explaining she needed space to breathe and to process everything. And hey, Kat, take your time. Everyone grieves different. That's fine. It sucks that you had to deal with that. I've known some people who have dealt with that. They made it through though, so they were the lucky ones for sure. But yeah, do your thing. We love you. We love your band. Whatever it takes to make more great releases, if that's what the future holds, that's fine. That's fine with the Riff Report. Hopefully, it's fine with you too.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah, I can totally understand their burnout because, dude, fucking Scowl, from when I heard about them to now, they fucking skyrocketed in
Right. Yeah, they've got 2
notoriety
albums,
and
that's it.
popularity.
In the last
Yeah.
like 5 years, right?
Yep, they
So
were
if
one
that's
of
the
those
case, that's
bands.
insane.
Yeah, they were one of those bands that was featured on the Taco Bell commercial.
Right.
They definitely, like, I don't want to say rode off of the heels of the Turnstile wave, but were involved in that, like, that
Right.
new age post-hardcore, like, revival kind of situation. But I mean, they're a kick-ass band, and I love that she said she's trying to figure out what artistry looks like outside of Scowl, because I like when musicians branch off and do different things with different
Right.
people and different projects.
Exactly.
It just adds more to our community and the
Repertoire.
shit that we like,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, fucking do your thing, Kat.
You earned
And
it.
we got a little more positive news about her later on, so stay tuned to hear about that.
Hell yeah.
All right. Next up, we got some news from Craig Reynolds, the former drummer of Stray from the Path. Former being because they are no longer a band anymore, unfortunately. Even though I love them so much. But Craig has resurfaced online and explained his recent social media absence. The Downbeat Podcast host said that he went quiet out of necessity. According to Reynolds, he had traveled back to the UK in December to spend the Christmas holiday season with his parents. And while he was away, a ice storm hit Nashville, Tennessee, where he resides, and fucked his house up. He explained in a vlog on YouTube, which I did watch when he released it, but he says the following. I had high hopes for the beginning of this year to be fully back to vlogging. Had a lot on, and then actually some of the most stressful things of my life happened, and it pushed it back. But here we are, end of April, and I'm officially back. What happened? Well, obviously, I'm in Nashville, living in Nashville. That's been stressful. I did a vlog on that. As of now, it's less stressful. But what happened? I went back to see my parents in the UK at Christmas. While I was there, an ice storm hit Nashville and basically took out my house. Completely took it out. There was a tree on the house. I had 3 days left of my trip seeing my parents, had to phone someone to come and rescue my cats. There was a tree. Yeah, there was a tree. I did see the picture of the damage. Luckily, it does not look like it would have hurt the cats at all. So
right, yeah.
I thought the worst when I heard that.
Did it look like? Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it could have opened something up, and they could have gotten like there and out and lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think about. And it just breaks my heart, dude.
Luckily, if it fell on the roof, so there was no way of the cats getting out.
Gotcha.
But the inside of the house was exposed to the elements due to a hole in the roof.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's not great, especially with an ice storm around. But but yeah, he says there was a tree in the roof. It was leaking, and the landlord did nothing, literally nothing, until, well, they did nothing, and they've still done nothing. So just been dealing with that, and I haven't really, although that's good vlogging stuff, I haven't really sort of wanted to pick up a camera and be like, hey guys, look how shit everything is. So that happened. So we had to move. And as of like last week, we moved to a different place. In the video, you see his new place. He says, you can see it's a bit better. He says, I didn't want to move and get a place that was kind of nice because that means expensive. Didn't know how things were going to go. Got a slightly better place. Pretty cool. It is more expensive, but we moved. And I'm here for a good while, I think. So it might as well live a bit more comfortably. So then that was that.
Okay.
So yeah, he kind of goes on. Yeah, dude, that does suck. Sucks that he had to move. But yeah, in the video, he talks about his new merch line that apparently was a big pain in the ass for him to deal with due to all of the issues with tariffs and supply chain issues and whatnot. So he's finally stocked back up, and it sounds like he is looking to join a new band. He says he's ready to play with some other people, and he explained he has two options. He either wants to play with a really good band that he loves and is very invested in the music, but will probably not make him a lot of money.
Right.
Or he will play for a big band that makes loads of cash, whether or not he likes the music or not, doesn't care. He'll just play the drums.
Exactly.
But
sick. Priorities,
he said he said he's not joining the middle ground where it's a middle of the road metalcore band that's like
he's
sort of popular,
paid,
but
right.
He either wants to get paid or he doesn't want to get paid at all. It's one or the other.
Exactly. All right, that's cool, man. 0 or 100 in this instance. That's cool. I love that. That's super cool. You keep talking about the Downbeat podcast, and I've watched a couple episodes, but I haven't gotten into it as much as you, and I definitely should. This guy sounds kind of down to earth, like he's got
he's
some good
awesome.
guests, some good stuff to talk about. It sounds really cool, and I should definitely give him more of a shot. So, yeah, I don't know. I just get so caught up when we're watching TV. Here's the thing. So when we're at home watching stuff, for one thing, I don't really watch podcasts like when I'm just hanging out with Kat. We do a lot of YouTube viewing. Like, I don't have any streaming
Me
service.
too.
Like, I don't pay for any streaming service except for technically Prime Video because I have Prime. I got rid of my
Right.
Hulu like 3 years ago. I got rid of Netflix even longer than that. HBO Max I had for a long time because they were my favorite, and then they got rid of all the cool Adult Swim fucking cartoons and shit. So once
So I
that was
went over
gone,
to
I was like,
Hulu.
oh, I'm out of here. Well, yeah, right. Yeah, so I've just been out of streaming. So YouTube honestly would probably be really good for me to watch a lot of this stuff, but when I get home, I don't know, like I don't want to watch that. So
You want to
I'll
zone
have to
out.
give them exactly right.
Yeah,
So
these podcasts, they take attention.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe
All right,
I'll throw them on the list. I'll subscribe and whatever. So
yeah, I'll send you some of my favorite Downbeat episodes to watch.
okay,
because there are certain artists that are better to listen to than others.
gotcha.
Talking
yeah.
talking wise,
Exactly.
Nice.
Nice.
But
Well,
while
thank you,
you
sir.
take this last little bit, I'm gonna go take a pee real
All
quick.
right.
I'll be right back.
Hell yeah. Do your thing. What's up, everybody? I'm trying to do this differently today. Ryan's gone, so it's just Tyler. I bet he's laughing his way all the way to the bathroom. All right. We got an update by for us, a local kind of news outlet. The Detroit News, the Detroit News reports that U.S. Marshals have apprehended a fugitive wanted for the 1993 murder of Rodney Ron Beauty Barger, founding vocalist of legendary Detroit hardcore band Cold as Life. He was 23 when he was shot to death while sleeping in September of 93. The primary suspect was Barger's roommate, Richard Werstein, who was subsequently arrested but failed to appear for trial. A warrant was issued the following year, but he was able to elude punishment by utilizing different aliases and eventually fleeing to Panama in 2005. Dang. This he's fucking, I don't know, he's like a secret agent or something. That's crazy. Officials in Panama City finally accosted Werstein, who is now 56. It's been that long. In a dog park on April 29th. This past weekend, custody of Werstein was transferred to U.S. Marshals for return to the United States. A statement from Chief Deputy U.S. Marshal Jimmy Allen reads as follows: the tenacity and commitment of the U.S. Marshals Service working to bring Werstein and those like him into police custody where they belong is at the forefront of our daily mission here in Detroit. D2 Roy. Those are for all the true fans. His arrest not only works toward bringing closure to the friends and family who have lost a loved one, but also demonstrates our promise to pursue those who think they can prey on the members of our communities without being held accountable. I just got to say, like, throughout all this, if you wanted to not seem guilty, I think running to Panama was the worst thing you could fucking do. At that point, you were just a suspect. And I'm not saying you could have got away with it, but fuck, man, you made this the most expensive, fucking, most guilty, like, attributed fucking thing you could do. Like, come on, man. Let's see. Known for their acerbic blend of beatdown hardcore, troubled personal lives, and volatile performances, Cold as Life did push forward, with guitarist Jeff Gunnels on vocals in the wake of Barger's death, releasing a handful of records before disbanding in 2001. They had reformed in 2015 and have resurfaced periodically in the ensuing years. Didn't we have something recently by them?
I don't know about that.
I think it might have been a different Detroit band that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, we definitely have had some Detroit bands.
Yeah, it wasn't these
But
guys.
no. But if you want to listen to they put out in 2022, they put out In Memory of Rodney Barger. And I'm pretty sure it is old tracks from when he was in the band.
Okay.
Pretty gritty, old school hardcore punk. These guys are great. But I
Nice, yeah,
do
definitely.
one, I do agree with you. It's pretty obvious that he did it if he was willing to flee to fucking Panama and live
Right.
there all these
Come on, man.
years.
Exactly.
But you know, I'm not a big fan of the police by any means whatsoever.
Right.
But
Exactly.
and I'm totally fine with people evading the police for certain things that they have done,
Right.
or may not have done. But murder is not one of them.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy that this guy, I can only imagine, was just living it up in Panama and thought he had gotten away with murder and
Right.
was living his best life. And just the panic that I'm sure is going through his mind after being
Exactly.
picked up and then sent back to the United States. That dude is going to rot in prison for the rest of his life. So
Exactly. At
fuck
this
you,
point,
dude.
right? Yeah. Eat 10 dicks, dude. Get your salad tossed like a motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Exactly.
Yep.
That's that, and that just sucks. Like I don't know. Like obviously we don't have any information, because they couldn't really follow up with investigations or anything with a main suspect, eluding arrests and
Right.
everything.
Right.
But yeah, I just kind of want to know what the fuck happened. Like why that's the thing. Like I
Well,
don't know.
what was the intent?
What was it? Like what did he do? I mean, it sounds like vocalist Rodney was kind of an energetic guy himself. So, but whatever
Yeah.
he would have done, like I don't think anything really justifies murder, justify being killed for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't imagine what it must have been. So,
The only thing that
but
I could possibly think about, and I don't want to start any rumors or put, bad labels on people.
right,
But being in Detroit in 1993 in a hardcore
Mhm.
band such as this, there is correlation to those old school hardcore bands and gang related activity.
right, yeah,
I'm not saying that Rodney was part of a gang or was
exactly,
part of any wrongdoing whatsoever, but that's the only
right.
thing that I could come to my mind about a potential
Maybe this Richard guy was, and Rodney saw something. He's like, "Oh, dude, we got to take him out."
maybe.
Maybe, right,
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. So, but we'll never know. But like the fucking chief deputy had said, I think there is something to, the loved ones, the family and friends of Rodney. They'll be happy to know that his murderer is now
exactly,
serving the time that is necessary. Justice has been served. I mean, so many times when people go missing, the family just like never gets any sort of resolution here. So
right,
it's nice when that happens.
exactly, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm happy for the family.
Likewise. All right, let's move
Let's
on
do this.
to your artist news.
Woo! Hell yeah! All right. While you're talking, don't judge me, but I'm gonna munch down on this burger while you're talking. So
You got a burger? Dude, where's
half
my
a burger.
burger?
Sorry, bro. It's at Culver's, bro. You gotta go pick it up.
All right, this is a riff report first. We're eating a meal while we fucking
It's
talk.
not a meal. It's a snack, bro. Come on.
All right, well, here, since we're eating snacks.
Yeah, rip it, dude. Hell yeah.
I'll take
After
half
hours
now
is about to be
because
so fun. Right.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm only eating half because
Exactly
I don't know if
right.
you guys could tell, but last week I was a little stony baloney by the end of it.
Right.
We're not going to get there.
We're
not
not
gonna
looking
get
through
there.
editing, dude. I couldn't imagine how you saw anything, dude.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
dude. All right, well, let's get into shit. We got some news that Gideon has been added to Sonic Temple for this year.
Hell yeah.
Which is going on next weekend, I think.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, really
Columbus,
soon.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Headliners are My Chemical Romance, Shine Down, Bring Me the Horizon, and Tool. Pretty killer lineup there. The Southern Metalcore band will play Saturday, taking over the vacant slot from CKY, who had to drop off due to drummer Jess Margera's shoulder injury that we talked about, I think, last week. And Gideon has shared the following quote: "Stoked to be there. Sorry for the CKY fans. We'll play the Riff at Soundcheck."
Hell yeah.
So get ready to hear
Exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Gideon gets a lot of hate from people in the industry. I think they're right there with the Kubla Khan hate, from the hardcore dudes that don't like this popular, as they might put it, corporate coworker style hardcore music. But I like these guys. I don't listen to them a lot, but I definitely have listened to them. Their track Bite Down has come up on plenty of my playlists before. It's a killer fucking track, heavy as fuck. And
yeah, it's typed in all caps, so it has to be, dude.
Yeah, dude, it is
that
so tough.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking to throw back to fucking Craig Reynolds from Stray from the Path. He's a big fan of Gideon too. I've heard on multiple episodes him call out them. Loves them.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be. I feel like they're playing. I gotta look this up. That Alpha Wolf show. I know Mugshot's gonna be there. Resolve.
Sick!
If I can find the.
I love Resolve.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough fucking show. Also, Gideon's there. Gideon, Mugshot, and Resolve with Alpha Wolf, dude. This
sick.
It's at the Let It Rip tour, bro. So they've got Beyblades on there. We're gonna get that fucking pit opened up, dude. We're gonna let it rip. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, and that's downstairs to the elevation, so there's not gonna be much room. We're getting fucked up in that fucking pit.
Yeah.
I gotta say, down there at the elevation, I've had worse, and I say worse not in terms of how they are. I've had more close calls in pits down there than upstairs. So if things track the way they have been, I'm probably breaking my nose, or I might have to have a fucking call in on Wednesday. Like, I don't think I can make it. I'm in the hospital right now. So try and keep it easy though.
Don't do that. But
right.
Yeah, dude, there's definitely more room to escape upstairs. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude, fucking, that's gonna be a killer lineup. I'm excited for you. Resolve is a band that I was turned on to by Chase, actually.
Oh, word?
Yeah, word.
Hell yeah. You'll have to check them. Honestly, the only people I know is Alpha Wolf on this. That's who I wanted to see. So
Well, now you know 2 more, dude. How about that?
Exactly. Nice. Excited.
All right. Similar to that news, we also got news that 200 Stab Wounds has been added to this past weekend's Welcome to Rockville and this weekend's Sonic Temple as a late replacement. The death metal band will fill in the vacant slot from Thy Art is Murder, who were forced to scrap their spring North American tour due to a medical emergency involving their drummer, Jesse. So I think it's cool that these festivals are able to fill the slots pretty easily.
Right.
Obviously, we got news about Thy Art is Murder and CKY previously, but they fucking hopped on and they figured it out pretty fucking quick. So
Exactly.
that's
Well,
pretty cool.
fuck, with the festivals that we're mentioning, these are DWP fronted festivals.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later, but I'll just say this. They've got some money to throw at people to be like, hey, you wanna play real quick? And if I were a band, I don't think I'd say no. Just my speculation, but for
No.
sure.
But I
It's cool
mean,
that
there's
they
a
can
lot of
jump on this a little
busy
bit.
there's a lot of busy bands this time of the year. So to
Right.
find somebody who is
Exactly.
able
Spring, summer
to make it
tours, they
happen.
can just pop in. Exactly. Right. That's
Right.
it's the most positive way you can put it, of course. Yeah. It's good. Good point.
Right.
Good point for sure. All right. I'm gonna take on over from ya. Let's see. We got a release from Dance Gavin Dance. They got a live in studio recording of The Robot with Human Hair Part 3. This will appear on their upcoming Tree City Sessions 3 release, which features the gold certified post-hardcore outfit performing 12 songs live in the studio. Excuse me, with updated production. Tree City Sessions 3 is due out June 19th via Rise Records. So, great song.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. This is from my favorite Dance Gavin Dance album. They did a really good job with it. It's a nice, like, updated touch to the track. Doesn't stray too far from the original, but
Right.
it's good.
No, I didn't get to see the live, but kind of cool. Who's their new? They got a new vocalist, obviously, because
I don't
remember exactly
I
how long
don't
it was.
think so. He has been with the band. I looked it up earlier because I was
Okay.
also confused a little bit, but it is Andrew Wells, who apparently played rhythm and vocals for them
Okay.
before, probably with Tillian, I would assume.
Yeah.
But then he stepped into the lead vocal slot afterward with John
Gotcha.
Mess still holding down the screaming vocals.
Dude, I'm trying to decipher this fucking list of people who have been in this band, and there's a lot of
It's a
people
lot.
who have been in this band. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it looks like he's been around since 15. For a few years, he was just a session touring guy, and then around 22, he became a full-time member. So that's cool that they hired within, you know what I mean, promoted within. That's awesome. So,
Yeah. I mean,
you know, we love two guys.
a band with the controversy and stigma of Dance Gavin Dance, I think, doesn't really have a choice but to hire from within.
Exactly. You're like, you know what? We're just gonna fucking right. Exactly. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm watching it now, and honestly, I really do like Dance Gavin Dance. Like, it sucks that they've had so many. What the things that they've had to deal with their vocalists specifically, you know. That they
Right.
have that stigma, they have that kind of negative connotation. You bring them up in just normal conversation, and it's not like anyone hates you for listening to Dance Gavin Dance, but you always, I don't know, for me personally, like I feel a little apprehensive being like, yeah, I like
You
these
get
guys, and they're like,
judged.
oh, like you support fucking, no, I don't, I like their music, and they got a good fucking thing going, but fucking whatever, like they got shitty vocalists, sorry, like I didn't choose that. That's not why I like them. I like their
Yeah.
like the craftsmanship, not the fucking scandals and
R-
controversy. So
Right. I think
shut
that's
up,
why
haters.
I like their self-titled so much, is because it's the only album featuring Kurt Travis on vocals,
Okay.
as their clean vocalist.
Right.
Uh, and he isn't really anybody of any noteworthy. Like he's played for a
Right.
handful of bands, but nothing that I've been into. But I don't know. That album, it's just really good. It had that like fresh, re-energized vibe from them breaking
Right.
free from Johnny Craig.
Yep. Hell yeah. That's funny. I saw a video about somebody like kind of doing a blast of the past, like me in 2010 or whatever. My laptop just broke, but hey, guess what? Dance Gavin Dance vocalist is selling laptops for $500. I just need to send it through a
Yeah.
money order, and I'll be taken care of. That's
Yeah.
not what happened.
Not
We all
just
know what happened.
laptops, dude. MacBooks.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so funny. It sucked that it happened to people and they got caught up in that shit, but yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah. Kind of
yeah,
reminiscent
it
of
was good.
some Trump phones, dude.
You know what I mean? Right. Cannot guarantee that these will actually be delivered, but hey, go ahead and give me money anyways.
Yeah, thanks for the
That's got to be the
deposit.
worst. Exactly. We appreciate that.
No, fuck all those
All
people
right.
that bought that phone. They deserve it.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. All right. We got an update by let's see, new upcoming game. Forza 6 will bring the series to Japan. Did you know that
Japan.
China and Japan are two different countries?
Oh, really?
Hell yeah. Let's see, when it launches on May 19th, the soundtrack once again has some heavier picks in the mix. Full soundtrack is available via Forza.net. It will be on Xbox and PC with a PS5 release planned for later this year. The in-game radio stations have been revealed with metalcore, hardcore, and adjacent tracks landing on Horizon XS. A couple of noteworthy tracks. I don't think you put enough on here. All right, I got a couple more I want to talk about, but you gave this to
Yeah,
me, so
do
I'm
it.
gonna do that. Let's see. We got "Bad Blood" by A Day to Remember. Poppy's "New Way Out." "Keep Sweet" by Spirit Box. Turnstile's "Soul." We got a track by Spiritual Cram, "Go Back Home." Let's see. Teen Mortgage's "Disappear." Great fucking track. "Power" by Deathlands, also a great track. Let me see. Those are the ones you had listed. Anything by Baby Metal. Great tracks. Give Me Chocolate. So great seeing live. I'd love to see it on this game. Maybe I get into racing games just for this. Let's see. We got Rise Against, I Want It All. Coheed's on there with Searching for Tomorrow. Eka Vandals. Vertical Worlds. Good one. That's about all I really know.
Yeah.
Now, I did want to look this up, and I didn't do it earlier, and I should have, but let me see this one. One OK Rock. Let's see. What song was that? Dystopia. Let's see if I can find it. I guess I gotta look it up. One OK Rock Dystopia. And this is the Japanese version. Oh, there we go. That's boring. Never mind. I don't know who these guys are. Yeah, we got a whole bunch. We got Sleep Theory on here. We got Linkin Park. And that's new Linkin Park, isn't it?
Yeah,
Up from the
probably.
bottom. Yeah. Nah. Next.
Nah.
Yeah, and a bunch of others. So great soundtrack. We get a lot of heavy hitters. That's honestly, it was video games that got me in a lot of the music I'm into now and still continue to
Yeah.
listen to. I've mentioned it several times in the past. So I'm hoping these kids out there in 20 years we're gonna hear the next Riff report, and these kids are like, "Oh my god, remember on Forza 6 when we heard A Day to Remember? That was the first time I ever heard them."
Yeah.
Yeah, just got to set up the next generation right.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of the Forza series. I am a racing game guy, and
Hell yeah.
this one I played the first Forza Horizon back in the day on Xbox 360, and
Hell yeah.
I fucking loved it. That one had a pretty good soundtrack too. Nothing near as good as this, but
Right.
back in that time, I mean, it had like Passion Pit, Phoenix, Arctic Monkeys, Black Keys, 4 Year
Nice.
Strong, LCD sound system. So like little poppier, but still cool music. But yeah, I would love to play this new Forza game, but I don't have a new gaming system, so and I'm not going to get one just to play it. So
Yeah, right.
whatever.
I do not blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be
but
in the
killer
market
soundtrack.
for a new PS5 pretty soon. I'll have to wait. But I'm used to waiting on games. So I honestly mostly do shit on PC or Nintendo. So between
Yeah.
either of them, they'll get released on Xbox or PlayStation first, and then I gotta wait like a year or two, and then they'll put it on Steam, or they'll find a way to make it shittier and then put it on a Nintendo console, and I'll just play it on Steam anyways. So, yup.
Yeah, I was oh nice. Yeah, Forza used to be a strict Xbox exclusive, but is no longer. So yeah, you might get that on PC eventually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It doesn't look like they've ported them over to Nintendo. I doubt that'll
I don't think they
happen.
will,
That's
honestly. And that's
yeah,
fine.
that's a pretty
It's gonna play like shit on the Switch. Dude,
yeah,
imagine a
it's a
racing game at
pretty
fucking 12 frames per second. Dog shit.
I was gonna
alright?
say
I don't need
it
that.
is absolutely that is like the allure to the Forza series is that it is very graphically demanding.
Exactly.
So yeah, probably would not look great on Nintendo.
Right.
All right. In other news, Dragonforce has revealed that former arch enemy vocalist Alyssa White Glues has joined the lineup of the group's first front woman, joining their lead vocalist Mark Hudson on vocals. She will make her live debut with Dragonforce she has made it this past weekend at Welcome to Rockville. And then she will be with the group again this weekend at Sonic Temple. Speaking on the new addition to the lineup, their guitarist Lee has shared that Alyssa joining the band is an expansion of everything we've done to this point. 20 years is a long time to do anything, let alone survive the music industry and still be inspired to continue doing what we love. Together, we will honor what made Inhuman Rampage matter while showing people exactly where we're going next. Having Alyssa in the room changes everything. She doesn't just sing, she makes all aspects of our music better. And she sounds
Hell yeah.
incredible live. Can't wait for fans to see and hear her on what we've been working on.
Nice.
That
That's
is
exciting.
That is exciting. It is also kind of out of left field. I did not expect this at all.
Right. Exactly. Wasn't she doing something else? Like, I thought she had another project going on. I don't remember.
I think
what it
she
was
does.
called,
She
but-
started, yeah, she started a new band after
Right.
parting ways with Arch Enemy. So I don't remember what that band was either, but they've got to be getting ready to come out with something soon, I think.
I'm thinking. Hold on. Yeah, departure from the band, solo career. Might have been that 2025. Yeah, it was a solo thing. So,
Okay.
the room where she died. That was the song that we had talked
okay.
about on here.
Yeah. Well, if it's solo, maybe this doesn't interfere with that. Because
Exactly.
I mean, not that solo artists can't tour, but if it's just like a passion project kind of thing, I'm sure she'll just put that out and then continue on her way with
Exactly.
Dragonforce.
Yeah,
It's a pretty
which
big deal.
is super cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got 4 Years Strong has announced that they will be celebrating their 25th anniversary with a hometown show in Worcester,
Nice.
Massachusetts this summer. The pop punk melodic hardcore band will headline the Seven Hills Music Festival on July 11th at the Palladium Outdoors, performing their 2007 album Rise or Die Trying in full alongside additional fan favorites. Rise or Die Trying is a favorite of mine by them. Love
Nice.
that album. The lineup for that festival is obviously 4 Years Strong, featuring Silverstein, Haywire, Knuckle Puck, Origami Angel, A Loss for Words, Worry Club, One Step Closer, Spaced, and Hard Target. Pretty
Hell
killer
yeah.
lineup.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty stacked. Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I wish I could get out to Massachusetts to attend this, but
Right.
I know I won't.
I think. Oh, the analysis paralysis. Yeah, I guess I'm not really like a big 4 Year Strong fan. Not because I think they suck or anything. They just don't really pop on my playlist that often. But I'm looking at this album cover for Analysis Paralysis, and oh my god, is it Nightmare Fuel? There's a
Yeah.
weird dog puppet on it. What the fuck is
Yep.
going on? That's cool.
It is a
though.
pretty good album, though.
Right, hell yeah. Gotta be.
But yeah, you should listen to Rise or Die Trying. It the intro song, it just the start of it just fucking just gets you pumped up for some like this was around the time of bands like who's the band? Like Hit the Lights and there's another band similar that Set Your Goals, like that like
Okay.
posy hardcore pop punk style.
Right. Yeah.
Which me and my friends, we were all into hardcore music at the time, but when this like hardcore influenced pop punk came out, loved it.
Yeah, you couldn't turn your back on it. Hell yeah. It's sick.
No.
The album cover is also super cool. A space kraken with a wizard and a wizard monkey fighting robot sharks in space. That's so hard.
Yeah.
That's so tough. That's awesome. I love that. And I support these guys. So sick. I'll definitely be popping them on a little bit more. Let's see. I'm popping in here. We've got a little announcement from Welsh post-hardcore outfit Holding Absence. They've once again run into travel issues and have been forced to pull out of this past weekend's scheduled appearance at Rockville. Welcome to Rockville in Daytona Beach. Progressive metalcore outfit Born of Osiris, Chicago locals, have been tapped to fill in. Last year, members of Boundaries were asked to fill in for the band's performances at When We Were Young and the Orlando, Florida Warped Tour date due to members having visa issues. That sucks. That's the reason why I couldn't see Northlane for literally ever, is because they have everything set up. They're like, we're just waiting on visas, and then it would get to be the time to start the tour, and they're like, we couldn't get our visas. Sorry, guys. And I don't think it was because they didn't spend enough time trying to figure that out beforehand. I think the process dragged on because we have a shitty fucking,
Government
country
in general.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And they make it hard for everybody. So that sucks that they have had to deal with that. Hopefully they get some things, I don't know, figured out for maybe another tour or something. Not necessarily to make up, but kind of to make up for them missing out on these big festivals. So I gotta see if pulling absence is in my brainscape. This song has 5 million views. Let's listen to that. Afterlife.
I don't think that I'm familiar with these guys.
Yeah, not really. But it sounds good. I'm listening to the song Afterlife, so sorry y'all that you're trying to play in a country where we just hate foreigners. It's not everybody, that's only some.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully you can get that figured out and come back to the States and play and make some money. So I support y'all. Let's see. Next up, we've got Four Chord Music Festival is back in Pittsburgh proper for its 12th edition. We've got 2 days lined up at FNB Stadium, previously Highmark Stadium, on the 25th and 26th of September. Smart Punk returns as the presenting sponsor. You can get early bird tickets on sale now. General public on sale started on Friday, May 8th, which has already passed. Like 5 days ago from when you're listening to this. Let's see, at the festival website, the booking splits cleanly across the weekend. That's dope. Let's see, we got Friday leaning more heavy with bands like Knocked Loose, Under Oath, Kubla Khan TX, We Came as Romans, Seosin, Super Heaven, Counterparts, Military Gun, Thousand Below, Face Wreck, Haywire, Pain Clinic. Great fucking lineup. Love hearing about all those bands. Let's see, Saturday, we've got a little more pop punk emo going on with Pierce the Veil, Mayday Parade, Boys Like Girls, State Champs, playing around the world and back, front to back. They're playing it around the world and back. Let's see, Motion City Soundtrack, Mom Jeans, Cartel, Finch, Hit the Lights, Driveways, Eternal Boy, Patent Pending, and so many more. There's so many bands. It's going to be a great time. So go check them out. I haven't heard of this festival because it's too far away from me. So, duh.
Yeah.
But that sounds like a pretty good lineup. I got to see what else we got going on. What's this called? Four Chords.
Four Chord Music Festival. Yeah, dude. I won't give too much away, but this festival, the Friday lineup is so good. I might consider making the trek out for the Friday.
Okay.
But I'm torn between this and another date, which we will talk about later.
Of course. Yeah, I think I know what you're alluding to, which is great because same, honestly. But yeah, I'm loving seeing some of these more 2-day festivals. Tickets don't usually run too much, depending, on who's running it and what kind of bands are attributed to. Yeah, you can hear more about my fucking feelings about this on After Hours after this. So, little teaser. But yeah, it's super cool. Well, one thing I wanted to mention, talk about that lineup on Friday. I would absolutely love to finally see Under Oath after 25 fucking years of listening to them, being sad that they broke up and being excited that they came back, but never seeing them on a tour because they keep doing these fucking festival circuits that are way away from where I'm at. I can't ever afford them, and yeah, and now they're playing at fucking Louder Than Life. For one thing, I super can't afford that. And yeah, this makes me sad. So, enjoy it if you do end up out there. Send me videos, please.
Yes. But yeah, I've seen Knocked Loose, I've seen Under Oath, I've seen Kublai, I've seen We
Yeah.
Came as Romans, I've seen
yeah.
Military Gun. But you know
Okay.
what? I'll see them all again. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Seosin is pretty good. I know. I mean, it's been the longest time since Anthony's been out of the band, so get over it. But Seosin is really
I
good.
saw
Counterparts
Yeah, I
is
saw them at
awesome.
Warped Tour actually, yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah.
I haven't had the
Um.
pleasure of seeing Counterparts, unfortunately. But I love
Okay.
them. I would love to see Haywire.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Saturday,
All
Pierce
right.
of Ale. Yeah. Just move on. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about this
Yeah.
anymore. Fucking. Let's go.
Yeah. We'll talk about this on Friday after hours.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We got a little bit of news about Jello Biafra and his recovery. It was revealed in March that 67-year-old former Dead Kennedys frontman had suffered a hemorrhagic stroke, which was he was facing a lengthy rehab process. However, a post was made on this past Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago via the Alternative Tentacles Facebook page, which indicates that he is trending in the right direction. The
Nice.
update
Hell yeah.
quotes as follows: Jello update. Jello is progressing nicely. His speech has mostly come back in full, and cognitively, it's like the stroke never happened. The left side is still weak, but it is doing much better than it was. He's been living with me, so I can care for him, but he is so much more self sufficient than he was, and will most likely go home this coming week. Thank you
Nice.
again for the outpouring of support. It has meant the world to him. So that's pretty cool. We
Yeah.
never
It's nice to hear.
want to see bad shit happen to cool dudes like this. So for him
Exactly.
to be able to battle it and rehab and get stronger and come back, that's awesome.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Good luck to you, Jello. We want to hear more from you in the future.
Yes, we do. All right. Next up, we got some news from Pussifer. They have released another Tales from the Pussiverse visualizer tied to their ongoing comic series. The new clip is soundtracked by the track Normal Isn't, which is the title track of the band's latest full length, and centers on issue number 3, which formally introduced the synth whisperer character, portrayed by Matt Mitchell. Maynard James Keenan has wrote this comic series, which expands on the band's ongoing Pussiverse storyline. I watched the video and I need to rewatch it because I'm not going to lie, the pace of it makes it kind of hard to read along and grasp what's going on. So I need to I think slow it down so that I can actually read the script behind it. But overall, it fits in with the rest of the videos that we've gotten. And you know what? I know that I've been on here and bitched about the fact that I can't get my hands on these
Right.
extensively. I have definitely bitched that I have not been able to get my hands on any of these comics. But I am happy that they're putting out these videos so that we can still at least read and see the artwork.
Exactly.
That at least is a positive. I wish that I could have the physical thing because it does hit different to have the actual
Right.
the
The
actual
book itself. Right.
narration and animation and all that shit, illustration, but at least I don't feel like I'm missing out. I'm still getting the same story just in a video version.
I gotta say,
And I didn't have
I
to spend
kinda
any
like-
money on it.
Right, exactly. I kind of like these like motion comics a little bit more. I was first exposed to this like style with The Watchmen, I was
Yeah.
at Disc Replay down in Mishawaka, and I was just going out and buying a bunch of movies, and I found The Watchmen, and then in there kind of I feel like it was either right next to it or it was in their like box set or close to their anime section. But they had the motion comic, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was literally just panels of the comic that would like transition in, voice acting, that sort of thing, but it was physically the comic itself. And that's exactly what this reminds me of. I've seen a couple more since then. One specifically I had recently purchased was this old PS1 game, Medieval. I don't know if you remember that, but they had a kind of sequel storyline, like closer kind of thing. Like it left on a cliffhanger for sure, but it tied together the original like story and how the main character became what he was and like who he was as a person beforehand uh from the second game in that series. And it was cool, you know what I mean? Like same deal, voice acting, nice transitions, gave you enough time to read. It's kind of how I've focused on reading things recently, like that more digital thing. Having physical books is cool, but I've been doing a lot of my manga reading and book reading on my tablet. And just having that digital format just makes things a little bit quicker. I don't have to like flip a page. I can just thumb through it. So if I miss something or I want to like revisit, I can just quickly go back to it. And this kind of
Yeah.
style, like you can just be like, oh, this was like a minute ago. Let me go back real quick and be like, oh yeah, exactly. And then fucking just pop right on. You know what I mean? It's cool. The
Yeah.
future is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You gotta watch out for all that blue light exposure, bro. It's not good for
I will not. I
you.
know, but whatever.
Yeah. No, I will say I do like the concept of this style just from the aspect that it eliminates the fucking I don't really know what exactly the word that I'm going for, but it eliminates that whole aspect of like the dumbing down of media that we have nowadays where they
Right.
absolutely know that you're just going to sit there and scroll on your phone while you're listening.
Exactly.
It eliminates that. So it's nice. Like you have to pay attention to it. You have to put your fucking stupid cell phone down and pay attention and
Yep.
read. And it's good for you guys. Trust me.
It is, yeah. Open a book, god damn it. Right. Or watch this and pay attention to it.
I
Yeah,
was
no,
gonna
I
say,
agree.
Mr.
I put the
Fucking I
video
only
on.
read on my tablet.
Yeah, I know. I have physical books and comics and shit like that. Come on, I got my whole manga section right over fucking here. Exactly. Come on. I love physical. Those are my D&D books. All my records and shit. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I probably looked really weird to you because you don't see me out of the camera I record with. But yeah, trust me, they're over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally put that song on the video, and I love the music, but having not paid attention to it, I didn't catch
Don't know what's
anything.
going on.
So, case
Yeah.
in point. Yeah, so check it out. We got a video out. It'll make it a lot easier, and it's sold out, so you can't see it any other way. Alrighty. We are moving on, and we finally, fucking finally, have an update on Furnace Fest, a festival we've never been to, but we can't shut up about. It's so cool though. Maybe we can convince Kyle to let us be his roadies, and we can go along with him.
I don't think I
We'll
don't think
see.
he's part of it anymore.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me, you know what I mean? But having
Yeah.
him having been a part of it in the past, I was just
Yeah.
hopeful, whatever.
Yeah.
But no. It's anyways. We've got an update from Furnace Fest. We finally got a lineup. We've got dates. It will be held at the same venue, the Sloss Furnaces in Birmingham. It will be running in October on the 10th and the 11th, very close to my birthday. Tickets will go on sale Friday, May 15th at 10 a.m. So when you're listening to this, it will be in a couple of days. So check it out. I'm on a pre-sale. I already signed up for pre-sale. I know I'm not going to be getting tickets because that's kind of a trip. And I've already got several shows set up around then. But if it works out, it works out. Maybe. Let's see. The lineup this year boasts the North American exclusive of Bring Me the Horizon performing 20 years of Count Your Blessings. Side tangent, I have the record on pre-order. I got the box set, so I'm super
Nice.
excited. And even more exciting, Under Oath is performing Define the Great Line. Oh, yes. In full. Great fucking album. Makes me so sad, and it's fucking bullshit that they're only doing this shit at festivals. Kind of. God, I want to see him at the intersection because that's super close. But yeah, let's see. We've got like pretty much an entire list, but I'm gonna list off a few of the ones that I'm more excited about. And Ryan, if you wanted to pitch in on some afterwards, feel free. But we've got A Day to Remember headlining. Circus Survive is joining the crew, and I think this gives us some better. It's nothing set in stone, but now this will be like the 5th show that they played this year. There's 3 at the Fillmore. They're gonna be at Louder Than Life, and now this. Maybe if they got some good energy going and they're feeling better, maybe we get some more Circus Survive in the future. That'd be so cool. Yeah, we got Under Oath performing Define the Great Line. We've got Chiodos. Yeah. We've got We Came as Romans, Hatebreed, Poison the Well, Hail the Sun, Cartel, Emery, The Almost. These guys are speaking, dude. I wish I lived around Alabama because like every year I look at this lineup. They've got all kinds of bands that I love. Let's see. Haywire's gonna be there. Gideon, Pain of Truth, Tony Danza, Tap Dance Extravaganza, Spite, Koyo, Big Ass
Koyo!
Truck. We've got I don't really know anybody else. Held is gonna be there. I know
We
that.
got Held. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. And then several other bands. There's so many. That's all on Saturday. On Sunday, we've got Bring Me the Horizon headlining with their Count Your Blessings playthrough. We got Motionless in White, Slaughter to Prevail, Kubla Khan TX. Speaking about Slaughter to Prevail, did you see the Blood for Blood
No, I didn't.
updates or whatever? He got his ass
No.
rocked. Alex
Oh
got
yeah,
destroyed.
checks out.
So exactly.
And then had to play afterwards. Or it
well,
does
no,
have to
they
play.
played. They opened. They played first, and then he did the title fight. So it would have been way more tough if he would have fucking got his ass ripped, blood pouring down his face, and then fucking.
But I think they're at Welcome to Rock, or they're at Sonic Temple this weekend. So
Okay.
he's got to do a little bounce back.
Exactly right. Let's see what else we got. Oh shit, Norma Jean, Suicide Silence, Kubla Khan, The Plot in You, Bleeding Through, Throne, Emir, Chelsea Grin, Carnifex, Body Snatcher, Angel Dust, Winds of Plague. Love those guys. The number 12 Looks Like You. 1,000 Below, I Promised the World. I've been getting into them a little bit more recently. And honest, Synestia, we know them. And that's about all I know. But stacked fucking lineups, dude. Furnace Fest never disappoints.
Yeah.
Do we know who's hosting? Like who owns Furnace Fest now? I don't think we got that update.
I don't think so. I looked at the flyer to try and see.
Yeah, there was nothing.
Put it on the flyer. Yeah.
Right.
So they're keeping it quiet. I don't know.
Right.
I would guarantee that if it was a Danny Whitmer situation,
they would put that
be
up
on
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure actually. But while you look that up, I will say this is what I was alluding to earlier about making decisions on traveling things. I also am not super certain that I'll be able to make it, but I'm definitely going to try. Right. And unfortunately, I think you and I are probably separated on which dates we would like to go to. I'm eyeing out Sunday because mainly I want to see Bring Me the Horizon. perform Count Your Blessings. Slaughter to Prevail, would love to see them. I've seen Kuba Khan, but I love them. I've seen Norma Jean, love them. Throne, Emure, Carnifex, Chelsea Grin, 18 Visions, Body Snatcher, Angel Dust, Number 12 Looks Like You, Winds of Plague. I would love to fucking go to that. So, and luckily, I mean, I don't mean to be that guy, but what appears to be the openers of the show, I don't know a whole lot of them, if any of them. So this would be a good one for me to be able to like pop in about midway through the day and start catching some bands, which I dig for these big festivals. I'm an early riser, but if I'm out traveling for a festival or whatever, like the morning is nice to like go get some lunch and relax and just ease into the day. I don't want to fucking start the day at a festival and be stuck there all night. So I don't know. We'll talk about it on Friday for after hours, but I think it's in a price range that I'm comfortable with. So I very well might attempt to make it to this one.
Right.
Pittsburgh is a little closer for us. So that is where
the drive would be like 12 hours to get to Birmingham. So that's like a flight kind of thing.
Yeah. And Pittsburgh, I want to say, is about around that 8-hour mark. So it's definitely closer. It's like 8 or 10 hours, I think. But either way, I love Pittsburgh. I would love to go back. I am not familiar with Birmingham, Alabama. I don't align very well with Alabama and their views, so I can't imagine I would enjoy the area as much.
Yeah, I went. Oh, yeah, it's Peach. Okay. Oh, so people are speculating that's probably Peachtree, and that sucks because Peachtree is the entertainment company that hosted Rock the Country, and people on Reddit are saying that some of the bands are a little more controversial this time around.
Yeah, that's the one that was canceled or had like a ton of people drop off because of controversy.
Exactly, because it was the Kid Rock.
It's that big fucking it's a big Kid Rock fucking racist, white supremacist fucking bullshit, hillbilly shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's not on their website. I went to their website to see, and they only have a few other like tours listed under their name. And nothing's attributed. So maybe they're trying to hide that and be like, oh well, fucking.
I can see that.
But yeah, that's about what we're looking at. It's probably Peachtree, and that kind of sucks. Now, on the flip side of it, hopefully tickets. I'll see what ticket prices are coming up. We still got a few days until that happens. Literally on Friday. So yeah. It's one of those things. Like, fuck, do we want to give them money or not? But we don't know who it is. So that sucks.
I'm not
We're taking a really big risk.
But. Yeah, that's true. That lineup is so sick. I can't turn it down if I can make it happen. But no, Kyle was explaining to me that so Soothsayer has been a part of Furnace Fest for quite a while. Every year, but it sounds like they were kind of their vendor booth prices are pretty steep. And he said that he had some sort of in with whoever put it on before and was able to work off some trades and stuff like that to lower that cost.
Right.
And now with the new owners, he
Yeah, it's
doesn't
a
have
little
that
more corporate,
ability,
and they're like,
so,
no, you can just pay us or just not show up. We'll give somebody else your spot. So yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Which
Yep.
sucks, because it sounds way cooler the way he did it before. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what ticket
Agreed.
prices are. I'll see what's going on. But yeah, it'll be cool if we can make it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and move on. We've got announcement from August Burns Red. Their annual Christmas Burns Red Festival is on December 3rd. The event in Lancaster, Pennsylvania will take place at the Marriott and Convention Center in Lancaster and will feature a special guest headliner still to be announced with a kickoff party set for the night prior. More information is available via their website, christmasburnsred.com. They're also gearing up to release their new album, Season of Surrender, on June 5th. So pretty soon, keep an eye out for that. Yeah, very fucking exciting. I love the bill that they have for it. The two fucking reindeer, like head
Yeah.
to head, dude. That's kind of hard.
Well, you know me
yeah.
and my love for alternative Christmas music.
Right.
And
Exactly.
these guys are obviously the forefront of that. They've been putting
Right.
out metal Christmas music for a long time. And all of their shit is on my playlists. I would love to go to this show. I think that's a pretty cool, like, Christmassy event that appeases people who are just trying to get into the Christmas spirit and then also metal fans. So I think that's cool. But Lancaster is a little bit farther into Pennsylvania than
Right.
Pittsburgh. So that's leaning more towards that 10-hour trip. I'm not going to make that, unfortunately.
Right. Well, hopefully they like stream it or something. You know what I mean? Let us
Yeah, that would be
watch it
cool.
around whenever. So
Yeah.
be excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, they haven't they've got other bands playing or another band, special guest headliner. We'll find out about that.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Looking
All right.
forward to it.
Fucking time for me to go Fozzy and move this along. Let's see. Back to what I was alluding to earlier. Scowl singer Cat Moss has made a surprise appearance during Paramore singers Haley Williams' solo show at the Fox Theater in Oakland, California. And this is that like lighter note that I was alluding to. But you can check out the fan filmed footage of the performance on YouTube. I watched it. It was pretty cool. Haley Williams is impressing me more and more by the day. Every time she comes out and does an interview or whatever, like I'm like, this chick is fucking cool. And she has had no shortage of heavy hitting artists join her on stage for Parachute throughout the duration of this tour, including the following. We've seen Anthony Green from Circa Survive, Ellis Dunes, Cat Moss recently. We had Dallas Green from Lexus on Fire, Josh Scoggins from the 68 and Chariot. We've had Mike Kinsella from American Football featured on their Chicago date. Toby Morris from H2O. And then we've had Steph Marziano, who is apparently a producer and songwriter. Total Wife, not familiar, who's an artist. And then I did see the first one was Caleb Heron, comedian who is pretty openly controversial for being homosexual, but also like kind of putting a lot of that material in his work. I think it puts some people off. But Haley Williams is a pretty big advocate for just human rights in general, and just being super inclusive to
Right.
anybody who brings positive light. And so
Right.
she welcomed him on stage as a bit of a support, and he did a really good job. You could tell he was a little nervous because he's a comedian, so music's
Right.
not
He's
his
like,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah, but he did it. And honestly, I've watched pretty much every single one of these videos. I saw, other than the two that I had never heard of, Toby from H2O, American Football, Chariot. I saw all of these, and they were all just so cool.
Right.
To see her appreciation for a lot of these bands that I've been into for a really long time, but also that I'm sure she crossed paths with through her days in Paramore back early in the 2000s, when they were very pop punk. Whereas now they're a little more on that like rock pop feel, but
Yeah.
still in a quality manner. But I'm sure she played with Circus Survive and Alexis on Fire and the
Exactly.
Chariot, and
Yeah.
so that's cool that she's showing her appreciation.
Exactly. That's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta catch. I caught the the only one I caught was the Josh Scoggin video when that came out. So I'm gonna go through and look at some of these other ones. So super cool. I've
Yeah.
also been doing a lot of, I'm not gonna say leg work, but some of the playlists I've been playing, Paramore showed up, and just everybody will be like, damn, like I love Paramore. You know what I mean? I'm like, y'all been checking out
They were
her
good.
solo stuff? And I was talking to Jeremy specifically. I don't imagine he's gonna like her solo stuff.
Yeah.
But he did like Paramore, and I'm like, dude, if you like Haley, like definitely check out her new fucking album. Like it's kind of solid for sure. So I've been
Yeah.
trying to get some of that out. You know what I mean?
I haven't
cool.
given it enough listens, but I'm first impression, I'm not a big fan of it. But I don't need to be.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Right. Right.
I'm proud of her for, I've seen interviews where she talks about this album and she feels very passionate about it, and I'm proud
That's
of her
cool.
for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, Haley.
Yeah. Let's see. Seosin is up next. Talking a lot about similar artists throughout this episode today,
Exactly.
which I kind of
Yeah.
like a little bit. But yeah, going back to Seosin, in good news, they have earned their first gold album in the US. The band's 2006 self-titled debut has been certified gold as of May
Nice.
5th. It is the second RIAA Gold Award of their career overall, following You're Not Alone, which went gold in May of 2023. Good track. The milestone also lands as Seosin have recently returned with their first new song in over a decade.
Yeah, it's a good
So
song.
it's pretty exciting news.
What's that song called? Pull them up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
Not
don't give
Alone
Seosin.
was no, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, You're Not Alone was from their self-titled.
Yeah, which was after Anthony Green had left the band.
Yeah. Right. But I was just gonna say that I haven't given Seosin enough love over the years. Like I like them. What song was it? Fucking song was it?
Are you thinking of 7 Years?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's from their first EP, Translating the Name.
Right. Yeah,
which
that's what it was.
is
Okay.
That was the first and only release with Anthony Green
With
until
Anthony,
later
exactly,
on.
right.
Yeah.
There we go.
But that EP is fucking killer from start to finish.
Really is. Exactly. But yeah, over the years, like I've always claimed myself to be a Seosin fan, and I am. I do like their music, but after that, Anthony left. I wasn't mad about it, but he was always the one that brought me into it. So,
Yeah.
anything after that, I just kind of left on the wayside. And I did get to see him. I wasn't in the crowd for him, but a few years ago they were at a festival, and they had a good sound. Like I was happy I got to see them. Be like, you know what, these guys are really fucking good. So I should definitely put them in some more playlists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff with the other vocalist. Where is he? Cove Reber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff was fine, but it didn't excite me. So I can understand your apprehension. But
Right.
because, like I said, translating the name is what got me into them. And then when they released the self-titled, it's good. So I didn't have anything bad to say about it, but it just wasn't exciting as with Anthony.
Right.
But you should check out their 2016 album Along the Shadow. That's when Anthony came back. And the Silver String and Racing Toward a Red Light, those were two singles that fucking rip.
Okay. Hell yeah. Sick. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I will definitely be checking that out actually right now. Alrighty. Exciting news for them. We've got a little teaser from the band Counterparts. 9905. That's the post. Save the date. No context has been given yet, though the date is doing double duty. September 5th on the calendar, and 905 as the area code tied to the greater Toronto Hamilton region. Whether it's pointing to a hometown play, a release date, or something else remains to be seen. So keep an eye out, save the date. We will see. We've got a lot of time until that happens,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we'll get an actual update, and they'll be like, "This is what we're doing." It could be,
Especially if it's
all
a
three.
show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe it's an
yeah, just
album
keep an-
release at a hometown show on that date.
Right. That also introduces, I don't know, something else.
Yeah.
It remains to be seen. So that's cool. I don't know. I'm not a patient guy. I hate surprises. I hate waiting for surprises. I'm usually really good about guessing things. Like Kat will be like, I got a gift for you, but I'm not going to tell you. And then I'll play 21 questions, and then she'll play along, and then I'll guess it. And she hates that. I have nothing about this. I don't know. But
I mean, we kind of guessed the cryptic countdown to Bring Me the Horizons Count Your Blessings thing.
We did. Yep. But yeah, I don't know enough about Counterparts to be able to thoroughly guess, correctly, adequately guess what's going on. So I'm gonna be just as surprised as y'all.
I could say I could definitely say I think it's a hometown show for sure. But I think it is definitely possible that we get that is also like a album release or something like that. I don't know when was the last. I see you looking at them right now. When was our last Counterparts?
Last album was 2022. We got an audio tree this year, and then an EP in 2024. Heaven Let Them Die. Okay, that's about it.
Well,
yeah,
that we'll see. Exactly. Like many bands that we talk about, I haven't been into these guys for a while. I did watch their audio tree and like that. But yeah, I haven't really listened to them since 2013's The Difference
Okay.
Between Hell and Home. Their first 3 albums I like a lot. But
Yeah, we'll see.
but hell yeah. Yeah.
We'll tell you here first or second. We'll be pretty early. We'll let you guys know as soon as it drops. All right. Oh my God. We were talking about this a couple weeks ago, and this is
I did
what
this
I've
for
been
you,
waiting
buddy.
for all fucking year. Thank you so much. Let's see. We got an update from the drummer of Atlanta, Georgia, metal veterans, Mastodon. They will be releasing their 9th studio album and follow-up to 2021's Hushed and Grim later this year. So excited. The news comes from Brand Daler, drummer and vocalist. Recently told blabbermouth.net that the new record is finished and has been several years in the making. Yeah, tell me about it. He says, and quote follows, we're very excited about it. It was a hard record to make. It was a very emotional time for us. I lost my mom. We went through all this turmoil with Brent, and then he passed away. It's been tough. It's all in the music, it's all in the songs, and I'm excited to release it and get it out there into the world because we've been sitting on it for a while. A lot of this stuff, at least the skeletons of what this album is, we've been sitting on for 2 years now. A lot was going on. I know Bill was talking about kind of during this recording process that he was listening to a lot of thrash metal, so maybe we get a revisit to some Remission kind of stuff. A little Leviathan,
Maybe some
some
Blood
quicker
Mountain.
tracks, some Blood Mountain, exactly. Just some fast, heavy, fucking, excited. I was just listening to Blood Mountain the other day. Great.
I'm
fucking
listening
album.
to it now.
Oh yeah, sick. Let's see. Daler also confirmed that Brent Hines, who died in a motorcycle accident last August, does not appear on the forthcoming album. His quote states, "No, it's all new stuff." Toward the end, unfortunately, it was hard to get him to come down to the practice space. He was interested in doing other stuff, which was fine. It was a confusing time. I was the one going, "Come on, man, come down. Let's fucking riff. Let's do something." He was a free spirit. He wanted to ride his motorcycle around and go do this and do that. He was wherever the wind took him. Unfortunately, it was not down to the practice space to work on riffs. It was a little bit frustrating. I was okay with it. I was like, hey, man, everyone can do whatever they want to do in their life. If you're unhappy and not wanting to be here doing whatever, figure out what does make you happy and do that. So, that feels a little closure-y. It sounds like they've had enough time to grieve, play, put their anger, their sadness, whatever emotions they were feeling into the music itself and just put something out. You know what I mean? It sucks that that's the way it had to go about because Brent was a super talented fucking guy. And I wish that we would have maybe gotten that situation where they could have come back together, maybe in a few years, maybe in 10 years, I don't know. But that opportunity to squash the beef, whatever it may have been, and maybe get something back with Brent. I don't know. And maybe it never happened, but now the opportunity's gone, and that still makes me kind of sad, but at least everyone's doing what they can to work through the process, you know what I mean? And that's cool. That's cool for them. So
Yeah. I'm sure that I mean, I know for us, the whole situation with Brent leaving the band was like a pretty big surprise and a
Yeah.
little bit jarring.
Yeah.
But I'm sure for the band, based on when you look back at interviews and like things that he said, like I'm sure
Yeah.
for the band members themselves, they probably had been dealing with this and had seen this coming for a really long time. And I think that, I think Bran is a really fucking cool dude from what I've seen. I've never met the guy or talked to him, but
Right.
he seems like a pretty down to earth, like chill guy. And
Right.
I think the way that he says he handled it, I think that's cool for him to just be so cordial about it and like show his support. Even though I'm sure it was probably hard for him to come to terms with the fact that one of their, good buddies who's been in the band forever, founding
Literally
member,
right,
um,
exactly.
is he's not interested anymore and doesn't want to do it. That sucks, I know, but I think the writing was probably on the walls for them at that point, which made it easier for him to just be like, hey man, if you don't want to, if this isn't what you want to do, dude, figure out what you want to do and be
Go do
happy.
something that makes you happy. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the most mature adult way to go about it. Like, we love you no matter what. Just be happy.
Right.
That's it. You know what I mean? I'm sure they would have loved if that meant hanging out with them and doing shit. I feel like that's how I feel about Mastodon. Like, they just hang out, they get together, just like old buddies. You know what I mean? They whip out the fucking instruments, they riff for a while, and they're like, "Oh, this should be really good on an album." And then we get an album out of them. You know what I mean? It's like the most perfect situation I could think of. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of guys who used to work together, building houses, down there in hot ass Georgia. And they're like, you know what? Let's get a little drunk. Let's fucking play something, I love that. And that now talking about that makes me sad that everything had to go down the way it did. But it's just how life works. If there's anything that's guaranteed, it's we all die someday, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, fucking, this probably won't be the last time that we talk about him, but for now, rest in power, Brent Hines. And
Thanks, man. Thanks for everything.
I'm super excited for what's to come with Mastodon. I
exactly
can't wait to
I
hear
am.
the new era. And I trust that they're gonna put out something fucking phenomenal.
Exactly.
But that wraps up our artist news for the day and leads us into your tour announcements.
Ooh. Okay, all right. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
What was
I'm on
that
tour.
supposed to signify? Oh, you're on tour.
I
You're
was-
walking.
Yeah, I'm
We're driving. We got the
walk
bus.
across the country.
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, sick.
Oh, that would have been
Exactly.
better.
Right.
Next week.
Right.
I'll remember it for
yeah.
next week. All right, let's see. No Cure has announced a summer North American tour headlining a run of their album A Darkness is Spread Across, or the tour is entitled A Darkness is Spreading Across North America, featuring Big Ass Truck, Bayway, and Bolt Cutter, which is tough as shit. It will join the Alabama Straight Edge Hardcore outfit as support. Tickets went on sale this past Friday, so you can get those now. And looks like they're starting on the East Coast and making their way over to Detroit on the 17th of July. And then we got Chicago the following day at the Cobra Lounge. So if you're interested in that, check those out. You can buy tickets now. Afterwards, looks like they kind of clusterfuck their way around the United States in a somewhat ridiculous manner.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's a pretty cool lineup. Pretty cool tour.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't think there's much going on tour wise in July, right?
Not that.
So
I mean, not that I remember.
Not
right
that
now,
I'm
but
aware
yeah,
of.
everything's
Yeah.
pretty much like. Oh, fuck you, buddy. Sorry,
What?
that took me by surprise. Nothing. No, like in July, like I don't remember seeing a whole bunch. It's mostly this like May to June, and then maybe end of August, like September to
August,
October
September,
stuff, but
right.
like that main summer, kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a whole lot, so that's cool.
What'd you think I took a jab at you for?
Well, when I said that I'm really aware of, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm aware of that," or something, I was like, "Oh, well, fucking."
Yeah, you know about the
insinuated that I
tour
don't
dates,
pay
dude.
attention. Yeah, right.
No, I'm insinuating that you're buying all the tickets, so you should know. If
Okay.
there's-
Well, I am. That's fair. Yeah, I should be aware. All right. Yeah. All right. Sick. Good talk. I took that the wrong way, and I'm sorry. I'm a very emotional man. All right.
I was jabbing at you, but in a way that benefits you because you get to go see
Right.
a bunch of shows.
Yeah. Right. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'm on my third natty light, dude. Just
Let's go.
bear with me, all right? We're all right. And I'm a shot in, dude. Come on. I'm a professional drinker now, all right? Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know, but let's move on. Let's move on to some good. Let's see. We got a summer tour run by Under Oath. Love it, but I don't because it's fucking bullshit. It's great that they're going on tour. This is called the Back in the Van. What the fuck did they call it? Yeah.
I think it's the Road to Warp Tour.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Something
And the
like that?
idea of it, yeah, it's the Road to the Warp Tour. And the idea is that they're getting back in the van. That's what it is. The whole band, they're getting a van and they're touring like they used to. Tim McTagg, the guitarist of Under Oath, shared before that, Held is joining them on this,
what
which
are you
is fucking
doing?
sick. I'm not trying to miss that. I was like, oh, I can't miss this. Anyways, Tim McTagg shared the following: the idea of going back into a van for the Vans Warp Tour, a little tongue in cheek, and reconnecting with how we used to tour will be impactful at worst. Fair. At best, it's an opportunity to reconnect in the same environment that we had prior in a new way. And what that unlocks for us as friends, bandmates, and more is exciting to me creatively. Putting the smallest shows of our career on sale to create an environment that hasn't been seen since probably 2002 to me is an amazing experience for us and the handful of fans that will get into these shows. Tell me about it. It will be our moment together, most likely never to be repeated again. Don't say that. What the fuck? We haven't driven across the country together as one unit, listening to the same music, stopping at the same rest stops, eating the same meals in 2 decades plus. That's crazy. I think there's a magic there that breeds something existentially curious about someone, and I can't wait to see what this is for us. I want these shows to feel different than anything we've done in the last 2 decades, aside from a few cool secret shows here and there. The idea of doing that every night will be exciting or terrifying or both. I'm here for it. We've
Me too.
got nothing but southern shows. They're literally avoiding the Midwest almost completely. If not completely. They're going up to fucking Toronto.
Yeah.
2 days in a row.
Hear me out. Obviously, I think the closest date would be, unfortunately, Louder Than Life.
Yeah.
Which
Exactly.
you've already said can't go to. That's fine.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that Springfield, Missouri date, that's an 8-hour drive. 8.5.
Yeah.
That's doable. And honestly, dude, I'm not trying to influence you in any which way, but
That's fine.
if you're gonna make a trek this year for a relatively low cost, not a festival,
Right.
I think this would be worth traveling for you specifically because I know you're a big Under Oath fan.
Yeah.
And I think they're playing a bunch of small venues,
Yeah.
intimate, small shows, dude.
Tickets are going to be affordable.
They're going to sell out fast, so you're going to have to be on the ball. But
exactly.
If you could swing it for you, I would love that for you to be able to do that.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Something to consider for sure. I got 2 shows to buy tickets for, and we've got several months. We've got a few months until then. So right now, my main priorities are that 68 show in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And the AFI show in October. I think I can put off buying tickets to the AFI show at the intersection for
I
a
don't
while.
think it's gonna.
You know what I mean? I don't think
Yeah,
that's
I
gonna
don't
sell
think
out
it's.
at all.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know,
back in the day when AFI was super popular, but I don't.
right now,
No
not
offense to them, but I don't
right,
think people are as into them.
exactly. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of thought, time, and I'm gonna have to save some money, that sort of thing. I've still got a few months for this. It will definitely be considered. If I can go catch them, I mean, the last time I did something like this was to go to Nashville, to see the Devil Wears Prada and Fit for a King. Stayed there for 2 nights, got to explore the city. You know, this isn't a major city. Springfield's pretty, as far as I understand, big. I've never been there, but is that the capital of Missouri? Springfield?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be a pretty big city, you know. Um, yeah, I'll definitely consider that. And it sucks because we wanted to get we might end up at Louder Than Life for one day, but it's not going to be the day that Under Oath is there. They're there on Sunday. I'm missing out on several other bands that I'd love to see, but Saturday is Circus Survives Day, and I have to go to that just in case we get the news that anything that they did this year is a one-off. That's it. They got back together, whatever. Now, if it's what I'm hoping, is these shows are going to be electric. You know, we'll get Circus Survive next year. And I'll definitely be able to consider catch Under Oath maybe next year or something. They'll do like a tour or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. They don't have an album coming up, so why would they? But why wouldn't they at the same time? I don't know. But yeah. Springfield will definitely be on my consideration for a trip, a hotel, go explore the city, have a good time. You know what I mean? We haven't done
Yeah.
an real big out of state trip. I want to say since 2024 with our last year at Louder Than Life. So this would be a nice change of pace for sure. So we'll see.
Yeah. I like those little those are my I'm not a big vacation guy. I like weekend trips, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Like
Exactly. And
2
that's how they were.
days
That's what I
2 days
consider
gone.
the vacation. Just go out of state, go get a hotel room for a couple days or an Airbnb or something, you know, whatever's more affordable.
Yeah.
I'm not planning on spending a week out there in Springfield, you know, fuck that.
Right.
I just that's the thing. We have a cat at home. I don't know, you know, she's got to be fed. She only eats wet food, so we could ask a
Yeah.
friend, "Hey, can you stop by? Here's the key. Can you just feed her twice a day? Give her some enrichment time, whatever." We got a couple friends that might be able to do that, but at the same
I would do
time,
that for you.
thanks, man. I would
Yeah.
definitely trust you to do that. So, and then you can see my apartment without me being there. You know,
Yeah.
you finally get an
I
invite,
won't
dude.
I won't snoop around your house, but I will
All
pet your
right,
cat
hell
if
yeah,
she allows
sick.
me.
She would love it. She might. It would take about a day. She's a little apprehensive about new people. She's a cat,
All
you
right.
know.
Yeah.
You'll have new smells, you know, new sights and all that. She'll probably smell your cats on you and be like, "Who the fuck
Yep.
is this guy walking
Yeah, right.
into my turf?" But she's definitely a lovey little kitty, and after a day, she'll be like, "All right, you're feeding me. You're good
You're
company."
cool. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah,
Oh yeah.
but it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, well, let's fucking move it along. Uh I love this because any chance that I get to talk about these guys just reminds me to listen to them again, which I
Exactly.
don't do enough. And that
Right.
is New York thrash groove metal trio Brutality have announced a
Oh yeah.
string of US tour dates that will include Quantifier as support. The closest that we got is not super close. The closest is Greentown, Indiana, at Kingdom Come Festival, which I have not looked up. I don't know what ticket prices are. I don't know who else is playing, but that is the closest date. It's a little north of Indianapolis. Um, then we got later on. Oh, and that's a June 20th. And then in July on the 10th, we got Muncie, Indiana. And then on the 14th of July, we got Indianapolis at the Hoosier Dome, which would be pretty cool to
Oh, yeah.
check out. I'm not exactly sure how many people the Hoosier Dome holds, but got to be a lot.
Yeah, right.
61,000 seats, which obviously probably less than a quarter of the seats are probably blocked off due to stage setup. But I mean, 61,000 is no joke for a band like
Right.
this.
You might be a little out of place at that Kingdom Come Fest because it is a Christian rock festival, man.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going to that.
I don't recognize anybody on this lineup except for Brutality. Maybe
Damn.
a Disciple? Maybe. Let me pop them on.
So does that mean that these guys
Uh,
are a Christian band?
Dude, wouldn't that be crazy? Brutality, Christian metal, bro? Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. Impending Doom is a Christian deathcore death metal band. So I mean, if you can be that heavy and claim as Christian, these guys are
I don't think so.
tough. But
I don't think they like tout it, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I don't know,
right,
Under Oath, Devil Wears Prada. Like, yeah, we're Christians, but we're Christians in a
Devil
metal
Wears
band,
Prada. Devil Wears Prada was
in the beginning.
pretty
Yeah,
Christian-y at the beginning. Yeah, Under
Right.
Oath was little more subdued with their
exactly.
shit. Jesus Christ. I can't I'm gonna take the second to bitch. I hate when bands
do
use
it.
bands in town for their tickets because that shit sucks. And I just had to fucking sign in to see that oh fuck, that date at the Hoosier Dome is only $15.
Whoa. Whoa. All right.
Dude, for that, oh, dude, and it's on a Tuesday in July.
Even
I don't have
better,
anything going
dude.
on. Dude, I might
Hell
make the
yeah.
trip for that at $15, dude.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to look through some
So,
of these
yeah.
bands. None of them. All right.
Yeah, well,
Fine.
fuck that festival.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely something to consider that Tuesday, the Hoosier Dome. I've been loving
Yeah.
that, dude. I've been getting quite a few shows. Like, that's the thing. You would think more shows would be like later in the week, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, you know, hit the weekend, let people get off work, whatever. But for us
Right.
people in the industry, that sucks because that's when I make the most money. And I can, but
Yep.
I have to space out my requests. Like, I had to do a lot of legwork to get that fucking Scowl the Lot off and convince Gemma to work it for me. So hopefully it's still in her calendar because you approved that fucking time off. And I appreciate that, but I'll have to remind her very soon.
Yeah.
I've already talked about it more than enough. Anyways, yeah, I've had quite a few shows on like Tuesdays, some more weekday nights, you know what I mean, when I can
Yeah.
actually take time off work, and specifically the days that I work, the nights I can go catch a show. So that's sick.
Yeah.
Thanks, bands, for doing that for me. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. All right, let's move this on. We've only got a couple more things to go. We've been talking for so long. We're just at about 3.5 hours. All right. Next tour announcement: Fairy Doom Trio Tooth will be out supporting as direct support to grungy punk rockers D Spitz. Love them. Summer and fall. The two bands will link up for a pair of UK shows in June, with a round of North American dates to follow in November. Let's see. We've got them in near us, the Majestic Theater in Wisconsin on November 5th. Those June dates are going to be in Bristol and London. They'll be moving up to Canada. We've got some northern East Coast dates. New York in Buffalo, New York. Boston, Massachusetts. Brooklyn for a couple days at the Warsaw. On Philly. Washington, couple dates in North Carolina and Tennessee. I'm pretty sure I've been recently getting into Fade Tooth. Feel like they were, yeah. What was it? Hole? We talk about that. I feel like that song Hole was gonna be one of my tracks of the week, but it was on that episode that we didn't have any audio on. You remember that? Forever ago?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's what it was. It was either that or another one of the show songs, but yeah, love Die Spitz. Been listening to them so much in the past year, I want to say year or two.
Yeah,
Chicks
me
with
too.
crunchy guitars. Can't beat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And crunchy Vokes.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly, dude. We
I
got a
love
little
it.
D Spitz listening action when we were heading to Chicago that last time. That's how we
Oh,
finished
yeah.
finished our playlist off was Throw Yourself to the Sword, I'm pretty sure. So it's a great way to
Yep.
end the drive, you know what I mean? And perfect with
Yeah.
all that traffic that was going on. So we're looking at people and
Right.
we're throw yourself to the sword, get the fuck out of my way. Like it's awesome. It was sick. So yeah, Madison. That's in November. What the fuck is I found my phone. Oh. What day that lands on? Oh, we're almost there. November 5th is a Thursday. That's a rib night. But we'll see. I could probably get that off. Never been to the Majestic either. I also haven't been to Madison. I've been to Milwaukee. Driven through most of the state, but yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Not a
So.
terrible drive, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Definitely manageable.
All right,
let's move it on. Yeah.
let's finish it off. I got one last tour for y'all. And that is throwing back to Basement. They have announced the Wired US Tour 2026, featuring support from Mama, Big Boy, which is hilarious to put those back to back.
Yeah.
First day back, Div, High Viz, Fiddlehead, and February. They kind of making their way from Brooklyn, New York, down to Florida, over to Texas, going over to California, and then back up through the Midwest, where we'll catch them in early November on the 6th at House of Blues in Chicago. And then on the 8th at Royal Oak Music Theater in Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Which, if I'm not exactly, I know that the supporting acts vary by date, and I didn't mark which ones are on which, but if I can see High Viz and Div with Basement at a House of Blues for the right price, I could be swayed to going to that. But if those bands are missing, then probably not enough supporting acts for
At
me.
both dates, I'll tell you who's playing. They're being supported by High Viz, Big Boy, and First Day Back.
Okay. I mean, High Viz, I like them. So Basement, High Viz, if it's less than $30 a ticket, I could be swayed to go.
Exactly.
I haven't been to the House of Blues in a while.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, I almost bought tickets to go to Royal Oak, the music theater there, because Taking Back Sunday is on tour right now, and they're going to be there pretty soon. I ended up getting tickets to go see them for their fall tour. Fuck. Oh, at GLC. And tickets were $60 only, so it was under my price range of if it was any more than that, I'm not fucking going. So
Yeah.
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 Very happy about that.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's fucking finish things off for you guys.
That's
I gotta pee and take a break. So,
Same.
thanks for hanging out with us. If you've made it this far, we appreciate you listening to the whole episode. But yeah, follow us on all of our different aspects of the interwebs. On Instagram at the.riff.report, on YouTube at the Riff Report News, where we're posting new episodes every week, 2 to be exact, one on Wednesday for your news and releases. And then every Friday at 6 p.m. for after hours, where we get a little weird. And mostly a little fucked up. But you guys watching on YouTube, hit that bell icon so that you can get notified whenever we post new videos. And tell your friends about us, please. We
Please.
need more in this community. The more the merrier. But for now, stay loud. Stay angry. We'll catch you in the pit.